is already here. That yet rise of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Be courageous. Remain resolute. Be your brother's keeper. Darkest hour of the night brings forth new day, new grace and favor, new peace, especially hope, more closer to our land of freedom. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not be found. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. A hero is Jordan commercial activities in period of recession. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not be burned. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. When it gets tough to end this, neither of our heroes will not be burned. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. This only property, one love. All hail Biafra.
Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are all over the world, I say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to some of you, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights Radio. Biafra Human Rights Radio, which is the child or a child of circumstance, is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Ukafo Mefo. Diokpa Uche Ukafo Mefo hails from Anambra State, Abatete to be precise. Diokpa Uche Ukafo Mefo is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one word I will keep saying. I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind those words. But one day we shall. And by the special grace of the Almighty Creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, I am George Onyibe. George Onyibe is from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, Anyoma to be precise. And Anyoma is in Delta State. And every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra. But of course, as always, we must proceed to acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Okike Abiama, the one who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of men, the one that has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For his ways are not our ways. Nobody can actually be able to comprehend his position in any matter or issue in a given circumstance. And that is why he has said to us that he will use the foolish things of this world to confront the wise. And not until we are able to reduce ourselves to a certain level, we will not be able to appreciate the role he is playing in our life at the moment as a people. He is our wisdom, he is our guide. He is our knowledge and understanding, the very primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. And when he calls, we answer. Where he leads, we follow. For in the end, we are all but dust, a speck of dust beneath his feet, even lower than that. And so if we have the privilege to confront him in his palace, we to change his ways and desire. These are the reasons why the prophet of the ancient time they manifested themselves before him as he gave them revelation in different dimensions. You could love one and choose to hate another. You could support one and choose to do something different. But it boils down to the same point. In the end, everything we have gone through, everything we shall go through as a people, will ultimately work for our own good. And so I must pause first of all to acknowledge him before I proceed. And as always, I say to him, Ebo chukwu ebo ge mmadụ. Ebo chukwu ebo ge mmadụ. Agbanwe agbanwe. Ebo chukwu obi n'igwe. Ebo chi imehie. Ebo chukwu ebo ge mmadụ. Ibu chukwu onye na-agwọ m ọrịa m analego. Ibu chukwu onye na-eche ikpe ziri ezi o. Anya n'elu ụwa m. Ibu chukwu onye na-eme mma. Ibu chi imehie. Ibu chukwu ebo ge mmadụ. Ya ha anyị ji aja gị mma o. Maka n'eziokwu na ịmara mma ịhụnanya na ị na-gị obiọma gị. O juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dị onye dị ka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. Ise. And of course, we must proceed. I welcome all of you, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, as Mazimefo will always refer them, progressive-minded individual, wherever you are, as a Biafran across the globe, as a sympathizer, even as enemy, I welcome you. Because everything we are all doing at this moment will be written in the sound of eternity. It shall be in the lives of ended generation of our people. For our deed will last beyond the pyramids of Egypt. Knowing fully well that the very fabric foundation that makes us as a people, Biafra, is enclosed, it is infused, it is deeply connected. And then when we consider the privilege we have with the Creator, the challenges we face every day becomes nothing. And that is why we are not moved. And so I welcome all of you. I welcome all the good men who stood their ground and look at evil in the face and call it evil. I welcome everyone who has taken a stand to monitor what is happening in our land, because the next generation cannot be so. And let God be the judge of it all in the end. Our topic this evening is simply titled, When a Biafran is actually in Nigeria. When a Biafran is actually in Nigeria. The idea is not there to talk down on anybody. If my action as Judge Onyibe is not to reciprocate, and then it could be to correct you. But have it at the back of your mind that whatever we do or say, it is guided by love. That if we have to fight, we must fight for all of us to win. And if we have to die, we will choose how we are going to die. Never again will any genuine righteous Biafran die panicking or submit to any will or power of man except that of Creator. But having been living in ignorance for a very long time, most of us missed our track. We're praying for all of you. You will find your way back home, believe me. But never forget that your actions today are being recorded by those who love you and those who hate you. And then in a very particular day, all of us will be called for to give account of our lives. And then you should be able to stand before the universe. I should say before the presence of the terrestrial or celestial bodies. Just like the Bible said in Hebrew. We should not forget that we are standing before huge crowd of witnesses. And so therefore we must lay aside every weight that weakens us. And then with patience and endurance, we run this race that is set before us. Enyali ezuzu nu. Enyali ezuzu. Enyali ezuzu. And so when I said when a Biafran is actually in Nigeria, there are a lot of issues that need to be addressed as we proceed on this quest to restore Biafra. Because from coming, or we will build another worse hair than Nigeria in the years to come. When the children of Israel were in the wilderness, in Egypt to be precise according to the history of the Bible, they had to go someday. It is true, God told Abraham that, be rest assured, your descendants shall be slaves in a land they know nothing about, in a land they can't speak their language. But after 400 years, I shall visit them. But then 400 years on, he did not come. He did not come because the people of Israel don't even know what they want. And then 430 years later, he came. Through the family of Yeshobeh and Amram, he came. And the son of Moses, he projected himself to the people of Israel. But then, they have interwoven with the people of Egypt. The family of Joseph himself, the dreamer, is almost half part Egypt because he married an Egyptian woman and he has Egyptian children. And so somebody like Joseph could not fight against the maternal in support of the paternal, neither could he do otherwise. And so, even though he was a leader, he is automatically disqualified from the divine principle of leadership. Maybe that is why God waited for what he did to come to pass before the people could go. We also have the stories of people who have so been connected to the government of Egypt of the day that going back or leaving Egypt is something they can't fathom how they will survive. We can as well remember families of Dathan who would prefer that they die in Egypt instead of going. They fought Moses, they frustrated Moses, and then we have youth like Joshua who, even though they cannot come out openly to support Moses, but they stand with the right thing. But then in the conflicts of interest, in a very miserable situation they found themselves, the dim past and the future mingles. They head on to their night-bearers' hope and aspiration. And so they do what they have to do. Today, Biafrans have found themselves in the same way. In the midst of those circumstances, some Israelites, some Hebrews, who are not actually Hebrews. Nobody knew. Not everybody knew. Some could perceive it. But everybody gonna do what they gonna do. Today, as Biafrans, we are confronted with different issues which cannot be discussed and come to a conclusive end from a particular angle. And if we are not careful to bail out this water, but of course, other than Biafra will be restored. There are a series of atrocities being perpetrated by the Nigerian state against the people of Biafra for over time now. Some of which that led to the incessant agitation that has been going on to this very moment. Agitation has been going on. It did not start with us. Honestly, we have taken time. Most of you have done that. But after our extensive knowledge and study, we need to get to a place where we come into practical, no longer theory. Because one of the greatest challenge of the universities within the African country is that they are very good in theory. They theorize everything. But when it comes to practical, we are nowhere to be found. And so this is not just about the theory. This is the time for us to practicalize that theory, bringing forth this invisible image into reality through the manifestation of our action. Like I said, there are a series of atrocities going on in our land. These are perpetrated. It may not sound polite. They have a target. They have a goal to achieve. Even though we are not that old, but as young as we may be, we've been able to put these issues side by side, and we'll see what the future holds for us. A lot of pro-Biafran group are fighting from different angles based on the extent of their knowledge. Some believe that the constitution of Nigeria must be brought down, and then others believe that they know how to bring the constitution down, and then there are some groups that believe that they will lead a war, and yet there are others that believe that we should pray to God, and then they believe let's make international connection, diplomacy, and so much and so on. They all may be right, and as well all of them can be wrong. But as far as the issue of Biafra is concerned, one thing remains the ultimate key, the master key that will open every door, unlock every door, and our people will go. We are come in terms with the atrocity that is going on in our land. We see it negative impact and shown in our communities every day. And somewhere along the line, we overlook them. Maybe because we are not too strong enough to confront them. Maybe we are too civilized, too advanced and mature to confront certain issues the way they ought to be confronted. Maybe, who knows? We're waiting for the next generation to do what we have to do. And so the moment our actions begin to counter the very system we are professing to create, you eventually becoming a Biafra, which is actually in Nigeria. I ran across an audio on one of these WhatsApp groups tonight, which was almost in line with some of the discussion we are going to have, because a lot of things are going bad and we cannot see it. But instead, all that is left of us that is good, some are working very hard even to destroy it. But those who understand the meaning of time, like the sons of Issachar, must stand up and stand their ground. It must be all for one and one for all. It must be Biafra or nothing more. The Nigerian state, like I said earlier, has been putting up activities to completely emasculate us. And we, or most of our people, ignorantly are helping them to achieve it. Now, let's look a little bit of some of the folly, some of the... One of the greatest advantage we have as a people within the African continent was our ability to learn trade. As a child who come from a very large home, I remember we were about 27 that were trained in my parents' home. Though not all of them are my parents' children, but all of them grew under the same roof with me. 27 of us. And so it was a barrack. And I know, according to my family law, you must finish primary 6. And so the moment you graduate or you come out of primary 6, before you go into the secondary school, they now have to ask you, what would you like to do? I know about 2 of my brothers at that stage said they don't want to continue with school. My parents will put pressure on them. You have to go to school. You must learn how to read and write. You can't even read, you can't even write. But to them, they are aware that they don't want to go to school. It gives room for 2 things to happen in their life. Number 1 is that they have to encourage them and see how it goes. And then number 2 point there is that they need to look for a way to help them change their mind if possible. But they understand that in the end of their effort that it did not work, they have already made arrangement for that child to learn a trade. And then they allow us to get to the middle of secondary school, they assess our job, and then they decide what you have to do next. And at every stage we are being managed. Why am I bringing this up? We had lived in era, in time, where handwork is very important. That after the Civil War, our fathers were able to rebuild most of the cities that were destroyed, like Anambra, like Imo State, like Abia State, like Enugu State. Was not a miracle, because most people who were public or civil servant, politicians before the war, who found themselves on the wrong part of the Nigerian state, some of us were forced, or rather some of them were forced to begin to sell plastic jerry cans. Some of them begin to hawk. Some of the senators lost everything. They turned to blacksmith. They have to learn a trade. Some of them descended so low to the extent that they become agbekpo, onye burunse. They were not PhD because the Nigerian state made it useless. And so I categorically tell you tonight that those cities you build, I'm talking to my generation all around you, by those generations that existed between 1960 to 1967, or rather 1967 to 1960, were built as a result of men who have skills. And we proceeded on that path. But gradually we are deviating. We are more interested in buying and selling, and no longer interested in handwork. But you are not noticing the damage it's going to cause to our society in the nearest future. So it doesn't bother you. We are gradually becoming weak and lazy within ourselves in the midst of greatness, and we are not noticing it. But I tell you, by the virtue we are discussing this tonight, let every Biafran who is listening to me begin to retrace themselves. In one of my programs, I said, watch Biafrans. No Biafran youth is going to learn handwork any longer. Very few. And those who are working today, for instance, as mechanic, whether automobile mechanic, electrical mechanic, whether furniture, upholstery repairer, whether carpenter, whether mason, these are those that are born in the 70s. Generation of the people who are born from 2000 as we speak. They don't want to learn handwork. And as we study our environment, and we consider the words of Adamu Farouk, that they have learned what the Igbos are doing, and they are going to do it. It sends information to us that makes us to begin to observe. We see more Yoruba youth today going to learn handwork, not trade. Today, in many cities in Nigeria, you get more Yoruba mechanic than Igbo mechanic today. I want you to watch closely. The voice of Adamu Farouk is coming out. But we are not here to stop any of them from developing. But I want to remind you of what we are losing simultaneously at every given time. And then we must make a cover up for it. Because whatever I'm saying transcends to one single fact, that strategic method or system have been put in place to completely annihilate our people. And most of us ignorantly are supporting this very system to destroy us and all that is left of us. And the most painful aspect of it is that we have lost maybe the ability to analyze the situation before us. And so everybody jump to conclusion. The moment they hear anything, as far as it favors them, it waves another power of justice. But if it does not suit their own position and need, and then they go sarcastic. But it really doesn't matter. Because in the end, those who have ear will hear. And those who don't have ear will not hear. And let's see what this audio have to say, and then we'll continue from there.
Top General of U.S. Special Operations Command in Africa is warning that Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and other Islamic terror groups are now trying to take over parts of the continent's most populous nation. Major General Dagvin Anderson says Muslim terrorists have set their sights on Nigeria's southern and northwestern regions, and the U.S. is now sharing specific intelligence with the country.
So this intelligence sharing is absolutely vital, and we stay fully engaged with the government of Nigeria to provide them an understanding of what these terrorists are doing.
Their goal? Eventually turn Nigeria into a Muslim country and force Christians who make up half the country's population to either leave or convert.
Christians are in the eye of the target, and they're coming after them.
And the numbers are staggering. August 6th, Muslims stormed 4 remote Christian villages in Kaduna State, killing 22 villagers. July 24th, 21 dead, scores injured, and several Christian homes destroyed by militants. July 19th, 19 people killed when assailants armed with guns and machetes attacked a wedding reception. And the list goes on. Leading human rights groups say what...
The list goes on. And now this is a report that is directing or informing the global community that there is a plan for some group of individuals to take control, total control of our very lives. Nigeria is an Islamic nation already. Most of you cannot notice it yet, but they are not relenting in their effort to Islamize us. And some would say, it doesn't matter, after all. No, it does not matter, but it does matter. Just like the explanation I have given, they are going to walk and undo us. We are going to run away from our responsibility. And at the end, we will not be able to place our foot on any firm rock. And every day, they are surviving. And every day, they go deeper into our land. And every day, they invade our privacy. And every day, they control our life the more. I had a long discussion with one of my brothers today. And he was telling me how determined those of our people in diaspora are working hard to ensure that Biafra is restored. I do not have any doubt about that. And those of us at home, we are truly. Without you people, they will kill all of us and nobody will know. If I am doing what I'm doing today, I believe some of those of you who understand the path we decide to do will make sure my death will not go down in vain. That is why we keep talking about people like John Chukwuma, people like Akowara, among others. Because if we do not speak up for them, who will? Now, we understand that there are plans. That brother we were discussing, oh, we're going to do everything possible. I say, brother, you people are not looking at what is coming. I presume you had the privilege to discuss with your father in Nigeria before you went overseas. You say yes. I'd say, that relationship you have with your father, have you been able to develop it with your son? You try to say, yes, of course, I tell them about home, I tell them about... I say, wait. My father took me one-on-one. As a child, he took me around my community. He showed me everywhere. He pointed out to some properties to me and said, this property is mine. Fight for it. And he said to me about other, this property is not mine. This is how it should be. I have first-hand information. And I remember in one of those instances, he showed me a property and said, this property belongs to me. Something like this happened and something like this did not happen. When you grow up, fight for it. I said to him, Father, this is supposed to be my inheritance, right? He said, yes. I said, then I don't have to fight for it. If I have to fight to get my inheritance, something is certainly wrong. And I thank God he honored the word because I don't have to fight for it. It has to come to me. Your children don't even know the name of your street here in Biafra land. You are in diaspora. Begin to teach them now. Because by the time they come, the strangers in our land will control them. It is not because they are weak. It's not because they are not educated. It is because their homeland has become an alien to them. But you can't be in a hurry to come home. There is virtually nothing there. And I told the brother, you people are not seeing this disadvantage. You are looking at yourself, you are a warrior. Look at all the Nigerian warriors. They gave birth to heritors. 90% of Nigerian warriors gave birth to heritors. Of course, when I mean heritors, people who are squandering money. From Obasanjo to any governor, sitting or not sitting, to Buhari, watch their children. They cannot contribute any meaningful thing to the society. They can lodge in the best hotel, drive the best car, use the best motor car. They don't have anything upstairs. They can't even run the position of their father. I'm not trying to talk them down. That is how God has made it. That is how it will be. When you build an empire on the expense of the blood of the people, you will born heritor. You will give birth to heritor. And everything you have labored for will be destroyed by them. But if you are guided by principle and you do the right thing, you will understand. And so, if people like us are not on ground, who will lay absolute claim to our ancestral land and hand it over to you? Nobody. The enemy who has gone further in this thought are working meticulously around the clock to disengage us completely, leaving us without a position to resist back until we are all destroyed. But we pray that everybody will wake up and see the reality. He tells you that there are oppression. I didn't say it, oh. American, the highest top officer, ranking military officer of the United States in charge of Africa, is the one saying this. But there are questions I should have asked. But that will make me digress from my target on this topic. They've succeeded already in making Nigeria an Islamic nation. They are systematically doing what they are doing. Not everybody can see from the same point. You do not watch a masquerade from one point. So when you stay one direction, after a while you move to another direction in order to get the complete view. You do not judge a matter from one point, and you don't project yourself as you know it all. Imanka. They make sure that we are brought down. And so this led to agitation after agitation. How did Nigeria got independent? I should tell you tonight that it is on the blood of the Enugu Cold City massacre. Some good men in Enugu revolted. They were shot to death. The death shook the world. That is the master key that gave Nigeria independence that have enslaved all of us. It didn't start today. A songwriter say, Nambo ko bidoro, na la Biafra ko bidoro. It did not start today. Our mothers in 1949 protested in Enugu. Was it 42? Sorry, protested all the way from Calabar, led by Margaret Ekpo, all the way down to Abia. They call it Aba Women Riot. The British government shot all of them. Something led to the agitation. Are we going to talk about Ahara Declaration? Kayama Declaration? Are we going to talk about Ken Saruwiwa? Are we going to talk about what Adakaboro did? Are we going to dwell on Ojuku's magnanimous move to free our people? Are we going to talk about what so many pro-Biafran groups are doing? The Bill of Rights, the right of bill, the resource control. How many are we going to talk? All these things led to these very issues at this position where we have found ourselves. And so you who do not even know what is happening, you are just following the Oshobe. It's deeper than this. Because each gap we give sink us down below the merry clay that we may not come up. But God forbid. For Nigerians to be able to do this, they have to blackmail us with the media. They set up system to bring us down. It is not new to us already. We are just refreshing your memory. You know already. They blackmail us with the media. As most of you are doing today. You are supposed to be a Biafran. And you are blackmailing your brother with the media. Are you not a Biafran who is actually in Nigeria? After all, I'm a child. I responded to post the way you didn't believe. I got my result. We did our study there. We analyzed the situation and we know how your brain functions when it comes to that. I want you to understand. When a Biafran is actually in Nigeria, one of the things Nigerian does is to blackmail us. Understand, as far as George Onyibe is concerned, Nnamdi Kanu is not my problem. But his action is causing so much problem for us. And if we keep quiet and not say anything, the genuine people in the nearest future will judge us. As many of you are doing already. When you know this kind of thing is happening in IPOB, why did you not say it? I agree that, oh, I'm mistaken. I've made the wrong decision. The same people will say, I the one time, why are you saying it? Hey, leave Nnamdi Kanu, move ahead. We are keeping the record straight. I, George Onyibe, have served IPOB more than anybody in Africa. All of you in Africa, I, George Onyibe from Abo, for record purpose, I have served Nnamdi Kanu more than all of you. But even though I knew they had interior motive against me, I never complained. Because it's not personal. I pleaded with them, if you don't want me here, just dismiss me, allow me to disappear. And you won't hear of me again. At least Mazimefo is a witness. The DOS is a witness. Christek and all of them. Allow me to go. They raise up unusual excuse. They lied from the back of their mouth to their back of their mouth. They rusticated me or expelled me from Biafra land. I wrote a letter, who is still on my wall, appreciation letter. I made it clear that I have a lot of displeasure to register. But hopefully, because Elohim said Biafra will come next year, which is this year, I will hold my peace. And when Biafra come, I will challenge them before the Biafran competent court jurisdiction. I mean every word I said there, and I said every word I meant. I proceeded to remind you that I may be coming on my Facebook page at an interval, considering the situation on ground. Why? Because I know there are many Biafrans who are actually Nigerian and they have the financial power. They think they can muscle all of us down. They removed me. I moved back. For almost 2 months, I never said anything. But each day, as a wounded soldier, as a wounded Biafran maga, I'm not a mugu. I listen to the radio. And when I tune to our radio Biafra, where Nnamdi Kanu say we worship, I be hearing, oh, Judge Onyibe steal Josephine Erewa money. Oh, Judge Onyibe is a thief. Oh, Judge Onyibe is sleeping with people's wife. Oh, Judge Onyibe chop transmitter money. Oh, Chuku, I didn't do all these things now. Our former IPOB International Worldwide Media set up a hot platform to destroy me. They paid a fee. They paid Faith Ogala, among others. Destroy George. The same way Nigeria is paying Yoruba media to destroy us. And every day I open the radio, I begin to listen. I begin to analyze. I do that with my family. And those who has worked side by side with me know of the truth. I'd not done all those things. That is even where Nnamdi Kanu is undoing himself. He can hide on behalf of these people. Nnamdi Kanu is the one sending them. He can hide. He can run, but he can't hide. I never said anything. Bright Chimezie, an American gift. They start jumping over. Oh, Jemefa, oh, Biafra watchmen. Oh, but we are Biafra watchmen. You will not stop us. And you will see what we are going to do here on ground. Nnamdi Kanu never said anything. When you are looking for fault, look for solution also on my wall. There is a reason we don't delete our posts like Nnamdi Kanu is doing. And I made a post and I counter Emeka gift. Like okay foreign and emissary of the emperor. You'll be member. And in the moment I make a post, now they can't say no, any principal officer that will make any post. Today, IPOB will take our monthly due to oppress people like me. You're telling me you are not a Nigerian, pretending to be a Biafran. And then people who don't even know me will jump out. Hey, he's a thief. Oh, he nearly killed her. He's mono. Oh, Uchemefa say radio. He's a saboteur. He's a chameleon. Are you not ashamed? Is it that information you have? Is it the truth? And then Nnamdi Kanu stay behind the curtain. Benjamin Madubugu, another hopeless Nigerian Biafra. They say, hit them. Why you are doing this, destroying the altar of truth? You think you get that truth later? Remember, our topic is when a Biafran is actually a Nigerian. That is when you are behaving like them. For almost 2 weeks, I'll be listening to the radio. It's not surprising to me because it is to be expected. Hey, Onyibe, loving African rap. Oh, darling, I love you. Does the truth hurt you? Our supposedly leader then did not say, stop this. I am just being economical. If I wanted to fight to win, if I play 3 audio, all of you will enter in your house with shame. But to what benefit? To what end? Is it not the kind of my problem? Is your yapping on my Facebook page my problem? If I can be, don't you get it? But then we have to navigate through this problem, trying to create a platform that will enable the next generation to understand what is obtainable. And so if we fail them, they should have reason to continue. Our fathers didn't give us what we want. They practically almost failed us. But from every of their failure and weakness, we draw strength. For it is their action that define who we are this day. We can stand before everybody and tell them that our father fought with stick and firewood. Against bloodied men with AK-47. They stood their ground even till the dying moment. And after everything they bled for have been destroyed before their very eyes, they still have the courage to stand up. Start from where they stopped. And today, everything we can glory in is as a result of their sacrifice. And then we will make every sacrifice necessary to ensure we get to our destination. And that is why we are economical. The way you are doing what you are doing. Don't think that the pair of light is in your hand, because it's not up to you. Don't forget the global community is looking at you. Kirone. And so when you are just doing it, you want to be among the gang, you want to be among the group, no winning party. If you do not purge yourself of this selfishness, we shall see. Nigeria will kill any Biafran who resists their rule of tyranny. As you can see, today, very common among the Biafrans. The atrocity going on in Ebonyi State in the name of agitation is unbelievable. Chike Doziem is issuing order because they feel the blood oath they took us to did not work. I mean, because they have announced on Radio Biafra that George Onyibe is dead. And people are calling me, oh, thank God, they say you are dead. Oh, hallelujah. But I cannot be dead because the person that will kill me is dead before I was born. So how can I die? Eh? The person who would have killed me died before I was born. Except you are the one, then you are dead already now. Now, they are upgrading it to blood oath. That is because you people have lost sidetrack of the creator that is the primordial influence that is driving the Biafra restoration movement. He wants us to learn. He wants to guide us. He wants to direct us. And it doesn't matter wherever he leads, we will follow. Wherever he sends, we will go. We are taking blood oath. Allegiance to who? To the dead or the living? To the mighty or to the gods? Allegiance to who? If I cannot stand up without any form of persuasion to defend Biafra, and then I'm not worthy to defend Biafra. Is that truth not clear enough to you? The other one, they beat up and almost killed. Now the Kanu has sent money to him. He's now speaking from both sides of his mouth. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, they gathered in a Ebonyi State, snap picture, make a short video, send it. Oh, we are Eastern Security Defender. Yes, we are an formidable Ebonyi State quarter. Exactly what Nigerian does. Is that how you give us Biafra? You that is doing it, you they gave money to do that. Are you not ashamed? If I bring out all these videos and begin to expose all of them to the world, all of you will be reduced to common rubbish. But to what end? But I'm just trying to make you understand that anytime you are playing that game, that is exactly when a Biafran is actually in Nigeria. The thing Bubu Yage, according to one man always say, do to us as a people, is the same thing you are doing to us. I'm not in diaspora, and I'm not invisible. I am among you. Make your dirty move. It will be the last you will do. And anything you do to me, you won't do it to another person again. Why? Because there is a power that shapes our way. And to him we have followed. To what end? You gather people, you just do video. Yes, you are formidable. Yes, you are pushing Fulani. But meanwhile, the real agenda is undermining our position as a people. You now listening to me as a Biafran. Doesn't matter the pro-Biafran group you belong to. And then you see, you do not even have the moral right to talk to people like us. We even give what we don't have. We gave what we don't have. But we did not give so we can preside over anybody. But so that one day after we have gone, the next generation will be able to draw hopes and inspiration, strength and power from everything we have done this day. And that is why we continue working hard to ensure that no matter how it's going to be, we will leave a beautiful light of love for them to follow. The moment you resist the Nigerian state as a Biafra, they will kill you. The moment you stand up and say, Anand Kano, this thing you are doing is not good. Oh, saboteur, he has collected money. You people were already telling the world. Ojus Okalu gave Judge Onyibe money to set up IPOB. Onyibe do this one, Onyibe. Why? Ibu emiliemo. Aye. Ibu emiga lokwa dim haye nenu wakanye no haye. Ibu emiga mukwa nwam haye nenu wakanye no haye. And I sat and listened to the radio. And I shook my head. But I have no regret whatsoever. And I can never have. Nigeria has a very wicked technique. That, as you can see, happening among us already. They have a wicked technique to undermine everybody. Today you deploy that technique. You are gossiping. It's not good. People will call me and say, Onyibe, I don't believe you could do this. Listen to it. Moreover, I'm Diokpa Onyibe. And I said, I never did anything like this. They will be sending it inside WhatsApp. Those of you in America, most of you in America, that is where that atrocity is committed. The really Mugu, the MAGA got you in a very wrong position. The MAGA got you. Oh, Judge Onyibe do this. I can't believe it. Oh, no. His brother do this. He did this. He eat this money. He do this one. He do this one. And all of you involved in this atrocity, you may be a Biafran by association, but by assimilation, you are a Nigeria. According to Nnamdi Kanu, you are a Jew. If you think I'm here to support anybody, if you think I'm here to fight anybody, you make a mistake. The overall interest of the Biafran people must be protected. I don't think this is an issue that we can just look and walk away. Because the damaging effect may take time before it surfaces. But believe me, the people may not survive it except there is a divine intervention. A lot of things are happening. The damaging effect, I must tell you, is unimaginable. The magnitude is not something you can resist. And as such, we should not just neglect it and move ahead. If the negative impact descends on all of us, we may not survive it without divine intervention. Let's look at it a little bit. If we consider this issue with the weapon of starvation, the Fulani herdsmen and other terrorist group, whatever name they go by, are in our forests everywhere. They are working hard to discourage our people from farming. There is an audio that was still sent to me at somebody's farm, that was a barn that was destroyed, and all the yams there destroyed. And then you begin to put particles or piece of information at your disposal together. You see, every activities of the Fulani herdsmen is gradually discouraging our people from farming. We used to have Benue people who are the food basket of the nation. I should say the most industrious farmers in Nigeria. I don't think they are today anymore because of Fulani herdsmen and Boko Haram issue. Where I come from, Bende State, for instance, are farmers just like the Benue people. The Benue specialize in yam, and we specialize in gari. And that is why you have Bende Gari. We make it. It was unique, known everywhere in the world. But you go to Bende State, or whatever it is called now, you won't see these things. We can't even manufacture, produce enough that is for us to take care of ourselves, not to talk of exporting or selling to other people. I remember in those days, some people within my community will go to Ogbaru, buy loads of yam. Ogbaru, of course, in Anambra. They go to Zakembia. They go to Otoa. All of which in Benue State houses. Trailer loads of yam moving from one direction to another. But now they don't use trailer. They use pickup. Small car. Because the level or the challenge the farmers are getting from being antagonized or attacked by the Fulani herdsmen has discouraged the youth, coupled with the fact that Nigeria does not have any provision meant to protect the farmer. And so gradually we discourage from farming. And we are moving into buying and selling now, not even handwork. If we are going back to handwork now, maybe we would have hope in future. But now we are going back to buying and selling of any nation or people in the future, because everybody can do that if they have the capital base. And so when this continue, we are invariably being reprogrammed to depend on the North for food. I have had debates with so many people regarding who feed us. And one of them told me that this thing we are doing, we want to suffer our people. And I said, why would you say that? She told me the Northerners are the one feeding us. And we want Nigeria to divide. How do we get food? She argued so bitterly that I pleaded with her to give me time to explain, which she did. I said, is it the Northerners that cook egusi soup? He said, no. Do they cook okra soup? He said, no. What of agbolo? He said, no. Ujuju? He said, no. Edikaiko? He said, no. White soup? He said, no. Nkwobi? He said, no. But this our food now? He said, yes. I said, do we cook fura di nunu? He said, no. Fura di menu? He said, no. Fura di nsonama? He said, no. And then, on what ground are you telling me that people who eat fura, the melu, fura, the nunu, fura, the kambuabua, all of the fura, are the one feeding us? They know nothing about our food. I took time to explain to her. And so, okay, let's go to fruit. Have you eaten carrot, for instance? Let's assume the Northerners give us carrot. Since this year now, have you eaten carrot? He said no. And then how can you believe now that they gave you carrot, so they are feeding you? And having explained, he said, now true, I never think I'm like this. But a lot of our people are growing with the impression already that the Northerners are the one feeding us. And that is because they know nothing about farm. You go to our homes, a garden behind them. Those are things that are dying down gradually. And that is why, like I said, in the nearest future, we're going to start back to your root to enable every one of us re-strategize to be able to stand this Armageddon that is going to come upon us sooner or later. And so gradually they are destroying the very principle that governs us as a people. Technically, you're not seeing it. And each time your actions aid and abet them, you are just simply another Biafran who is actually in Nigeria. And very soon, they will give us everything. Salt, Dangote. Maggi, Dangote. Cement, Dangote. Indomie, Dangote. Palm oil, Dangote. This is just the beginning. Let every Biafran alive today begin to consider their ways. And what we are up against, a lot of things is going to happen, kind that you have not seen before. And so let us therefore be the ones who is going to use this weapon of our enemy to undo ourselves. A lot of things are going to happen, which we are not even ready. You don't even know what is coming. If we are not careful enough, we will end up being the one that will use the weapon of our enemy to undo ourselves. And God will not allow that to happen. And so tonight, as we continue to push to see the way out of this contraction called Nigeria, every Biafran must be very sure that they can defend their action unto the end. For there is only one who judges all of us, is God who sits in heaven. And one day he will bring our matter before our presence. How do you feel? How is it going to be for you on that moment? And of course, at this moment, our lines are open. That person who tells you to avoid certain people because they don't belong to their creed is actually a Biafran or a Nigerian who pretend to be a Biafran. Our lines are open. Of course, the same WhatsApp line, the same direct line, and you're free to call in. And now, before you call in, understand the rules. You can call in and insult me. You can call in and talk down on me. I don't have issue with that. But because I am the owner of this mic at this moment, if I ask you to perceive, to stop, you do that. Of course, I'm going to allow you to air your view. But by the time I ask you, hold on, and you refuse, I will cut you off. Those of you in the zoo with me, or rather in Nigeria, let me try and be civilized. Those of you in Nigeria, in Biafra land, you will notice when we call the Nigerian radio to make a comment on what they are doing to us, they cut us off. We don't see them as barbaric. We don't see them as evil as such. We just want to believe they owns the mic. Now, I owns the mic. And so when I ask you, hold on, it is because I want to interfere in what you are doing to make our people see the point. So don't try to be too smart, because I will cut you off. But that having been said, the WhatsApp line is 070 815 456 42. 070 815 456 42 is our WhatsApp line. And of course, if you are outside Biafra land, you add it +234. And then the direct line is 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971. And I'll be back in a minute.
We've gone far in this wilderness. Big few steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our sea. use to destroy the nonsense. God have told you to say, when it gets to go and this nether of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. But yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Be courageous. Remain resolute. Be your brother's keeper. Darkest hour of the night brings forth new day, new grace and favor, new peace, especially hope, more closer to our land of freedom. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. A hero is Jordan commercial activities. In period of recess, we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never open your soul to the wicked one. Penetrate and kill your people. To what he get charge you to say. Never sell your soul to the wicked ones. Penetrate and kill your people. God have charged you to say. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, God have put in your hands to say. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourself to be used to destroy the nonsense. God have told you to say, when it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not defend. love. All hail Biafra.
Yes, of course, all must hail Biafra. And I have some group of Biafrans, of course, who are waiting on the line. I'm going to bring them in. But even while they are making their contribution to this program, your call are still free to come in. Those of you on Facebook, the number is there. And check the comment box column, you will see the number to call. You are free to call in because we must work very hard to ensure that we liberate ourselves from this evil enclave called Nigeria. We must continue to work until there is total emancipation of the Biafran people, whether the enemy like it or not. And then my brothers on the line, can you people hear me?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, we can hear you.
Good evening. You are on to the word. The line is free.
My name is Onyibe from Abatete in Amambara province of Biafran land. And we are anchoring this program here from South Africa. And I would like other members who are online here to please unmute themselves and introduce themselves so that we can move on. Thank you for giving us the platform. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Good evening, my people. My name is Chokoli Eric from Anama province, joining from Italy. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. You're welcome.
That one. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
We go nowhere. We go nowhere. That one. I'm here calling from South Africa also. Mazi Chidera Odogal. You know, after this saboteur, there will be no saboteur in our land because you don't just open your mouth and call people saboteur. We are here to expose many things that has been going on in our struggle because all of us are indigenous. You know, whenever you call indigenous, we are indigenous. Nobody owns the indigenous land. Mazi Chidera Odogali from South Africa. And I reside in South Africa from Akani Temin in Ben, in Omaya province. There one. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Before we continue, I would like us to reflect on the events that brought all of Biafra. Where we start from and how we get to where we are today. What are we doing that we are not doing properly, and what are the way forward? How do we unify our people instead of dividing our people? A lot of things has gone wrong, and we will have to do something about it, because if we keep quiet, our future generation will have to blame us for it because we did not do what we're supposed to do. Most importantly, we are not here to fight IPOB. We are here to fight for justice. And if IPOB is the reason for injustice, then they will be the one taking offense of our actions. Our actions, the problems we are facing is the cause of our actions. Our actions is never the cause of the problem. So I will give the platform to Mazi Eric to tell us what he understands according to the situation we are today, and what he thinks that we do that we are not doing to make sure that our people are truly united, not divide and rule. Because what I see today is a new modern way of divide and rule. It is being modernized, and it is more dangerous because we are not only being divided, we are being demonized into hating ourselves more than ever before. So I will give the platform to Maz Eric to throw some light in what he understands according to the situation we find ourselves, and what can we do to save ourselves from this mess which we are facing us today. Thank you. The platform is yours, Maz Eric.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
My name is Chukudi Eric. We answered Jokba, not Mazi.
Thank you for correcting me. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Genuinely.
My name is Chukudi Eric from Anyama Province, talking to Biafrans all the way from Italy. My fellow Biafrans, the journey we are today is a very difficult situation that we all come out to fight for this freedom. We join hands together, believing that what we are doing is we are fighting a just cause. But we don't know that we are making a very big mistake, because the situation we find ourselves now, IPOP have caused so many division among us. I will start from this issue of oath. Some of our IPOP members take a paper oath. Some go to Aruchukwu. Some of them go to different Sharam. When you check it very well, those who take paper oath and those who go to Aruchukwu, you see division among us already. We don't know whether they have other Sharam they took some other people to. Those who they call prayer warrior, we don't know the kind of oath those one take. This is a very big division among us concerning this struggle. Now we are hearing some another information that some people about to take another blood oath. It's a very big error for you, all the name of struggle, to give your fellow human being blood oath. In fact, to me, that blood oath is just to shut up everybody mouth. If they succeed to give everybody in this IPOP organization that blood oath, which means nobody will have say again. Nobody will ask question anymore, and nobody will challenge the evil, injustice going on. I want to tell my people from Ebonyi State, all over Biafra land, if any coordinator call you for blood oath, reject it. Reject it, because it's a very big challenge ahead of us for the sake of Biafra. It's a very big divide and rule among us, because those who take the blood oath will not trust those who take paper oath. We cannot trust ourselves anymore, because what we are doing now, see different oaths from different angles, just to close some people mouth, just to shut up some people mouth. We are not fighting against IPOB, but we must stand up against injustice. We must tell our people the truth. We must find an alternative to bring our people together, to unite our people, to make sure that everybody come together to the round table and discuss how this struggle will be. How can we achieve this Biafra? We cannot depend on one person to decide for everybody. It's a big error. One person can be the head of the journey, but try to, seek for other people's opinion to make the struggle move forward. Not to oppose things for people, not to intimidate people, try to suppress people into submission, people who don't believe on you, people who don't believe in your ideology. You are rising up against them, looking for where or how to shut up their mouth or what to do to make sure they believe on you. Then if they disagree with you, they become an enemy of the struggle. What are we looking for? It's the same Biafra. The only people I see as our enemy in this struggle are the people who refuse to support Biafra struggle, who are still standing for one Nigeria, who say over the dead body, Biafra will not come. These are the people I can call saboteur. No person who see agitating for Biafra, who have Biafra in mind, because he disagree with you, he become a saboteur. We all must stand up against all these things. Biafrans, all Biafrans, we need to wake up. Don't allow anybody to intimidate you. Don't allow anybody to tell you that this is the only way Biafra will come. Other people don't know what they are doing. All this Biafra issue we are talking about, this Biafra struggle, we all come out to fight to make sure that we liberate our people, to make sure that we give our people a better life, a better hope of tomorrow. And one person want to hijack it. One person want to stand as a lord over everybody. One person want to become a superior over everybody. To me, it's not going to help Biafrans. The only solution now is for we all to come together. Whether you be Lower Niger, you be Tompolo, Gango, Ateke, Asare Tekubo, Wazurike, Benonwoka, we all need to come together and discuss. If we say Bayelsa is a Biafra, we need to go to the Bayelsa and discuss with Bayelsa people and have an agreement with Bayelsa people. Not mentioning Bayelsa is a Biafra on radio. And people in Bayelsa, the owners of Bayelsa, are not in support for what you are doing. People must support you.
Sorry for interrupting you. That is what they call proper consultation, just to make sure that they know their stake in the struggle, not just to be we are part of it. No, they must know their stake. They must be equal partner in the struggle.
Continue, sir.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, because I'm hearing.
Yes, please just give me a minute. Somebody is on the line. You hold on, I'll bring you in. Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. I can hear you.
Okay.
Go ahead. The word is listening.
Hello. I want to contribute for your program today. I am listening since, but today I want to contribute.
Go ahead, please.
You are trying for your work. The work you are doing. If I can tell you, if I will talk, I will tell you that it is a spirit work you are doing. Because Saul, you know Saul for Bible, he was a persecutor of a Christian. Ignorant, he never know that he is doing wrong thing. But he did to let everybody, even where he not supposed to go and they talk about it, he went there and they said it. And I am see is what you are doing today. And I pray God will be with you. Are you hearing me, brother?
Of course, I'm listening to you. You see, thank you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead and the world is listening.
Yeah. I say continue your work. God will strengthen you.
You see?
Those who are calling you, talking rubbish, telling you don't know what you are talking, you are a saboteur. There are those saboteur. Anybody that they call you talk about saboteur, the person is there. Sir?
I am with you. You are on. Go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead. The world is listening.
Anybody that they call you talk about saboteur, the person is a saboteur, a traitor. People who call Ndekalo, they never asked him question before, but they will call you to ask you a question you don't know about. Are you the one who come on air tell Biafrans that 2015 you will bring Biafra? No. It is Ndekalo who bring that word. Are you the one who said that Owazirike kidnap Nnamdi Owazirike should provide Nnamdi Kanu? No. Nnamdi Kanu, with a more powerful, his brother said it. After Nnamdi Kanu from his hideout to come outside, you know, talk how he take come out. You are not in the cell when Nnamdi Kanu was signed, seal delivered. Even till today, those people will not call on Nnamdi Kanu to ask Nnamdi Kanu what is the sign, seal delivered it to Biafrans. They will call you to tell you to stop talking Nnamdi Kanu is evil. What is evil? You said that Nnamdi Kanu is. Because you talk, say Nnamdi Kanu should come and explain what is sign and seal. How can you stop saying it? Is it not true? Let Nnamdi Kanu give account of defense money, 1, 2, 3 that he collected, money for hospital that he collected. Let him come and do it. For more than 2 years, Nnamdi Kanu hold our people ransom. Buhari ear is a bending ear. Aisha leg is a bending leg. After for more than 3 years that he run away from in father house, Nnamdi Kanu never tell Biafrans, his followers, the reason why Zoo government bury his father. Yes, this is important talk, brother. Zoo government buried Nnamdi Kanu father. And then Nnamdi Kanu is fighting against Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting against Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu said that he cannot take anything from Nigeria, but his father Nigeria paid his father's salary that they used to feed him. His father collects salary from Zoo government. Take and they feed Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not talking about it. Nnamdi Kanu father died, was give benefited burial from the Abia State government. Nnamdi Kanu father's death is a state burial. Is a state burial. They buried him. Abia State buried Nnamdi Kanu father, and then Nnamdi Kanu because the first son of his father. So if Nnamdi Kanu said what did they call it? The Abia State people should not bury his father. They can't bury his father. It's his father. But Nnamdi Kanu allowed them to bury his father. Those who IPOB fools were trying to disobey, go that place the day that they bury Nnamdi Kanu father when they hold. Till today, none of them have released. People don't call to ask questions. Say, those people who were arrested on Nnamdi Kanu father burial day, where are them? Are they released? And why is Zoo buried in Nnamdi Kanu father? Why is Zoo buried in Nnamdi Kanu father? According to him, he said that Nigeria is a zoo, and he allows Zoo to bury his father. People don't ask such questions. People don't reason. Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu, he say Buhari head is like a coconut. All of them chat, zombie. Brother, continue to tell people evil of Nnamdi Kanu. Don't look back to say it. Nnamdi Kanu is evil. His father is evil because when somebody born a child and you know that his child is doing this thing, it was the evil of Nnamdi Kanu that he killed his parents. It was evil. Brother, Nnamdi Kanu, when they release him from prison, he come out. He come to Delta State when Colonel Achuze, hello? Delta State when Colonel Achuze, not for me, not for my people, Colonel Achuze, Biafran warlord. He come to him, Colonel Achuze advised him, why are you insulting the elders and insulting every Igbo people and every Biafrans? He said, you are fighting for Biafra. Why are you doing all those things? Nnamdi Kanu come out from Colonel Achuze's house. Press people gather them. What did you discuss with Colonel Achuze? Hey, leave. Colonel Achuze is the fear because of the war he fight. He thinks Nigeria go see defeat and like that again. That be why he the fear. He said to take advice. He no agree. Here with Colonel Achuze tell him. As in the ancient kingdom, as Anyeso, a colon Nnamdi Kanu, Nrijofo. Nnamdi Kanu went to his house. Nrijofo taking him inside and giving him advice. People don't ask such questions. What did this man who told Nnamdi Kanu? Say, hey, that offer where they go give Wazirike, then don't carry and give him. He don't become a Hamadike. Now him be a Hamadike now. Then chat, hey, Nnamdi Kanu or Hamadike, Nnamdi Kanu or Hamadike. Nigerian government tell us that they release Nnamdi Kanu with a condition. And they bring 10 good conditions. Say if Nnamdi Kanu accepted this 10 conditions that they will release him, how can a freedom fighter accept the condition of release? And then Nnamdi Kanu come and say Wazirike took bribe. This thing. Did Wazirike come out in prison with any condition? Go and ask which condition did the Wazirike take to they use release Wazirike from prison. Google it. You will see no reason. They tell him to go and bury his mother. After that, they said no, they are now holding him. Biafra is under negotiation. And that is what Wazirike is still doing today. Negotiation. Nnamdi Kanu said, no. He collected the condition. They give Nnamdi Kanu what then they call ego eye wash. Brother, if you know what is ego eye wash, you will know that you will ask question. How did Nnamdi Kanu beat ego eye wash and they run away from Nigeria? My BSS evacuated me. Nnamdi Kanu went to just go and watch Nnamdi Kanu broadcast in Israel, the interview they did to him. If you did not watch that interview, I don't know whether if our people are not reasoning. Nnamdi Kanu went to Israel, said that 28 people die in my house when they come to kill me, but he is crying for his Jack dog. Nnamdi Kanu did not cry for 28 people who die for a house. Now Jack dog, now him they cry for. People don't ask questions and then don't reason. Nnamdi Kanu told his IPOB fools, that why then don't get sense is because then don't ask questions and then don't reason. They think, and he continue to say it in his broadcast, and them are not asking questions and then don't know that Nnamdi Kanu is telling them that they are a fool. A leader come out, he called his followers a fool, that he then don't think and then don't reason and then don't ask questions. Who be IPOB where they ask questions? Any day you ask questions, you become a traitor, you become a saboteur. Nnamdi Kanu, who buried your father? People don't ask such questions. Oh, Brother George Onyibe, Udopa George.
Yes, I'm with you.
Hello?
Brother. I'm with you. Go ahead.
Hello?
I'm with you. Go ahead.
Are you with me?
Of course I am.
Who buried Nnamdi Kanu father, please?
It's,
Who buried Nnamdi Kanu father?
It's
Do you know?
obvious now. It's obvious now. It's obvious because we were instructed not to talk about Biafra, nothing like Biafra. But we have to move on. I say it is obvious it's Nigeria because we were instructed not to talk about Nigeria. I mean, not to talk about Biafra. Nothing like Biafra.
Yes. Yes.
So it is obvious it's Nigerian who made the arrangement.
For more than 2 years, Nnamdi Kanu every day will come on air. Come and see Buhari here. Come and see Buhari here. Nnamdi Kanu University lecturer. Nnamdi Kanu University free lecturer. Nnamdi Kanu University free Janjaweed. Look at it. Hausa Janjaweed. Hausa Kanifet. Hausa Janjaweed. Then don't reason. Then don't think. Who are not reasoning? IPOB, his followers, then don't reason. Nnamdi Kanu leave what he's supposed to be doing, telling people now what they will do to get Biafra. He leave it. He went and created a security outfit. Somebody here we are talking about the security outfit. He was telling me that what Nnamdi Kanu did is good. I tell that person that he should pay me to secure him. Let him be paying me. Let me be securing him. How can Nnamdi Kanu from Ibeku come to my place to secure me? How can it be possible? Didn't Nnamdi Kanu know any place in my place? How did he create the security? He will just bring a security I don't know in my village. Come and put it. Then if I'm coming back later hour, I don't know the security. Then the security will not know me. Any day they like, they just shoot me. I just die like that. People don't reason. They don't think. How can Nnamdi Kanu put security to all the East? Who is that security? Instead of to be asking Nnamdi Kanu why Elohim didn't send you again, because you told us that 2020 Biafra must come, and today 2020 have gone. I don't know why people are seeing in Nnamdi Kanu, people like Ichina Saworu, people like Tony Nzurumike, people like what they call them. They are seeing in Nnamdi Kanu, they never stone Nnamdi Kanu because Nnamdi Kanu said that any day he shake any politician, anybody will see him, should stone him. Why people never stone Nnamdi Kanu and they are seeing in Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu, is it an invisible human being? Everything about Nnamdi Kanu is fake. His name, when he answer Nnamdi Kanu, is a fake name because his name never been Nnamdi. Talk less of his son name to be Kanu. His name is Kenny. His English name is Kenny. And their son name is Yoku. So, Nnamdi Kanu, everything about him is a fraud. When you are talking about him, let people know that even Nnamdi lie to his name. Kenny Kanu, he lie to his name. He is not answering in name. So how can a leader, you want to lead a country, a whole country, you are answering fake name? How can somebody who come to lead his people is answering fake name? Fake everything about him. The wife he married is fake wife. Because her wife is fake. The children in Nnamdi Kanu is born in are fake. Everything about him is fake. Brother, I just want to ship this one, but let me just make my contribution about what is going on, how to come together and use one voice. Yes, we have to come together. nwanne m wepụ iro dị n'ụlọ gbagboro m anụ dị n'ọhịa anyị ruo n'ụlọ anyị ekpezie n'ihi na nwanne bụ ihe ukwu. And they said that, my brother, please forget the angry in the house, kill that animal inside the bush. When we reach for house, then we settle our differences. And this is what Biafra Human Rights Radio is preaching about. Even though who are them? Even though George Onyibe is a saboteur. What did they call him? Uchemefo is a saboteur. Obi Debelu is a saboteur. Let us come together first and they fight for a common good and achieve it. Not be to face the fight is sabo first. Since Nnamdi Kanu is killing, we never see anybody when Nnamdi Kanu kill, but he keep on killing our people. Nnamdi Kanu, he no get shame. Nnamdi Kanu publish Chukwumadike picture for his brokers that they have killed him without knowing that the man is alive. What did Nnamdi Kanu gain by publishing his people picture that he killed? What did he gain about it? Nnamdi Kanu is not proud of killing Hausa or our Fulani, our common enemy. He is happy to publish his brother that he killed his brother. Somebody will kill him brother. Now better thing in do. Let us come together. Reason. Because this is Nnamdi Kanu have lied. I want to, when you people are talking in this radio, continue to tell people about Chief Dr. Rafo Wazirike, because what Nnamdi Kanu told people against Wazirike, all is a lie. No one is truth. How can Nnamdi Kanu come on air, tell people that Wazirike kidnapped him? Wazirike is a fly. When Nnamdi Kanu is under hiding, every day his brother, more powerful, was paying money for newspaper that they should hold Wazirike hold him brother. But now that he see his brother, let his brother come out and explain how he take move from Nigeria, how he take beat Ego I Watch, because Nigeria gave him Ego I Watch. Let Nnamdi Kanu tell Nigerians, tell Biafrans how he take beat Ego I Watch, which everybody know that Ego I Watch is very important, something that one of the biggest condition Nigeria gave him, that they will release him with Ego I Watch. He accepted. He went on the liar. I will go to Abuja. I will come back with Isi Buhari. And the Buhari, he said that he's dead. He want to go to Abuja and they bring his Isi again. What a nonsense talk is that? He said the Buhari is dead. And he will go to Abuja and they bring Isi Buhari again. How can you go to Abuja and they bring Isi Buhari? You said that he was dead, died, and they buried at Saudi. Jubli El Shaddai, Jubli Elohim. My brother, with your work, I'm done.
Thank you very much for this contribution, and of course,
I'm done, brother. Thank you for the grace you give. I'm calling from Ghana.
Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. Yes, I'll go back to our brothers who are on the studio already. And my apology. Can you hear me, brother Aslem and the Audio Guinea and group of company? Can you hear me?
Thank you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, the platform is yours now. Go ahead, please.
It's just a certain thing.
I thank the caller who just called in for his contribution. Although what we come to do this night, we don't, it's not our intention to diverge deep into Mazen and the Kano's scandals, because what he committed is a scandal, and it deserves some treatment which is exceptional than any other person, because the Bible says, to whom much is given, much is expected. For the first time in the history, in our struggle, our people has put their trust in one man, and that one man has failed woefully. I said woefully. Worldwide support has been given to one man, and he failed. He betrayed everybody, and is accusing everybody of betraying him. I see no reason why such a thing will ever happen. But this is not why we are here tonight. What we are here tonight to discuss is the way forward, because our people have been demonized. When you talk about Ralph Wazike, we perceive him as a demon, so one kind superior demon in a human form. The way he was, they painted that man without any evidence. Since all these stories has been told, we have no evidence against that man. And I told them, listen, when you accuse somebody of something, do you have concrete evidence? Or you just verbally painting somebody black? We are told that media was used against us. And we are now using media against ourselves. And it's not good, it's not proper at all. So let's move to the next person. Maze Odrogele, can you come in and make your contribution? The platform is yours.
Ndewo Mazi. First of all, before I continue, I still remember Mazi Odrogele. George Onyibe, I salute you. Diokberi, I salute you. My fellow brother, because we are all brother. Mazi Anselm Udowere. You know, you do things the way you treat the Tom, you treat the Jerry the same way, because we are equal in the eyes of God. I thank everybody. This is Mazi Chidera Odrogele. You know, in the beginning, I would draw back concerning this struggle. All of us want freedom. That is what brings us together. And there's another thing I want to make it clear. We all are indigenous. You see the game Nandekalo used. He knows that everybody is indigenous. He uses indigenous of Biafra or to try to cage some people, indigenous more than others. That's why things being like this now. Because if you can go back from the beginning, when you answer believe human rights, try to bring people together in this quest of our freedom, because he said that we are going to bring everybody, but as a long run, people don't understand what is going on. He have his own ulterior motive. While we are trying to bring our people, he's trying to scare them away. He tried to scare them away from where we can I continue?
Okay.
Mazi Odrogele, hold on, please.
Family.
We thank God is helping us, my brother. Go ahead.
Are you still live?
Yes, I'm on air, and it is live. The whole world is listening.
Okay. All right. If you can recollect, the person that is calling you, remember a guy when you are doing your morning program on the Radio Biafra. That's a guy said something about having Yoruba wife with 4 kids, if you can remember. It has been a while anyway.
I think I still remember. Go ahead.
Okay, that's okay. George, you are a very good man. A good man. All of you from A to Z, you are a very good person. You understand? And you all have been trying your possible best. I've been trying your possible best to make sure we restore a place we can call our own. You can agree with me that as we stand now, we don't have a country. You understand? We don't have a place we call our own. Because we don't have a say, we don't have rights. Anything that has to do with Nigeria, we don't have a say. So why do I call this night? You know, all this drama that have been going on, I just keep calm. I don't want to say anything. You know, I contributed in Maazi Onyibe. Ushemofo. I contributed in his program. I know everybody is bitter. You know, maybe you feel like people lie against you. You feel like things are not going the way you want it. There is still a way we can amend. There is still a way. At the end of the day, we are still brothers. At the end of the day, we are still chasing just one dream, which is Biafra. You understand? I don't want to say you are 100% perfect. I don't want to say Nnamdi Kanu is 100% perfect, even Ushemofo. But we love you all. All of you are doing great job. I can tell you that your money, in fact, I don't miss your money program. Every 5:30 in the morning, I make sure that I set my alarm because of your program. Every 7 a.m. in the evening, I make sure I set my alarm because of your program. Make sure I don't miss any of them. Because your voice is like a thunder. Voice gi on our show the Fulani I don't know what went wrong, my brother. I don't know what went wrong. I know a lot of things have been happening. But one thing Shogengwagi as my brother. Sorry, I didn't say my name. I'm actually calling from Turkey. My name is Ekene from Newi South. You know? So I want you to understand one thing, that Nnamdi Kanu is a human being, brother. And you're also a human being. We all know. We have been following you people. You people are our leaders. We have been following you people. We know you were going to make mistakes. And when you make a mistake, you can, you know, we understand. It's just like someone that started a business and the first business we got to keep on keeping on. Consistent. That's what matters. But coming online and, you know, trying to respond to what people are saying about you out there. Do you know how much respect we give you? Do you know how where we place you, George Onyibe? If you know how much respect we have for you, oh my God. You see, some of all those things you are seeing now, some of them are so emotional. They are saying it because some of them are they expected, George Onyibe is going to be out of IPOP, is going to be this. I wish you know, here that I'm staying in Turkey here, a lot of us love you so much. We don't miss your program, George. We don't miss your program. Please, I am begging my people. I am begging, except if there's any other thing that we don't know. But if it's something that called misunderstanding, we are all a human being who have to disagree and agree. We all have to disagree. Even your wife you have in the house, sometimes she must not agree everything you said. That's what makes her a woman being. And sometimes you may not agree everything she wants. Please, my brother, please. I want this thing. I know that what I'm saying now is just, but if you can understand that me personally, even if every other person didn't love you, me, Ekene, I have so much love for you. You are a great man. We cannot do this without you. Nandi Kanu cannot do this without you. Nandi cannot do this without me. Nandi Kanu cannot do this with even your own last born that you have at home. We all have to join hands together. If we lose a person in this battle, if we lose just one person in this struggle, we lose a lot. Your voice added with Nandi Kanu voice, added with Ushamofo's voice. Can you imagine what that can bring in the table? Please, my brother, I am begging.
Thank you very much, Mazi Ekene. And just like you have said, you said, except there is something you don't know. Honestly, there is something Biafrans don't know. This issue has been going on for close to 4 years. The issue has been going on for close to 4 years. And we just need to let the next generation know the truth. I can never fight to win, my brother. Neither will I continue to entertain an act of
Your
wickedness.
generation is going to get Biafra judged.
Even when they get,
we are getting Biafra
even when we get Biafra,
we are getting Biafra this week.
Even when Biafra comes,
believe in you.
If when Biafra comes,
do you understand me?
They need guided principle that will enable them sustain it. There is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. Honestly, I tell you before God and man, we are being kind to Nnamdi Kanu. If we want to follow the same pattern he is following for all of us, I tell you, every one of us will regret ever identifying with the issue of Biafra. But then we are not doing that. I'm not dead. And I sit down by the radio, we contribute money to put in place. And under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, they telling my wife that I'm sleeping with another IPOB member wife in Plateau State, that I'm a thief, and then I'm still calm like this, among others. Believe me, you have no idea what is going on. Nnamdi Kanu came on air, indirectly told the world that Uche Mefo have sold Radio Biafra to Nigeria, doesn't have monopoly over it. We respect him for everything he has done. We keep doing that. We will support him as of when necessary. But if it is to entertain those instruments of Ulobalo he calls around us, we say no. We will make the action, the ripple effect to boomerang back to him. But then we mean nobody anyhow. And just like you have said, when they keep talking, now try and take time and listen to our Radio Biafra.
So
and then
who is the problem? Is it Darlington? Prince Darlington?
Now, the rabbi, hold on. That is the problem. If you see, Nnamdi Kanu fight proxy, he fight proxy war. And we confront him holistically. We don't pretend. He's fighting proxy war. He uses people. And this is where it leads me to. I will not entertain it as a person. Don't you get it? He's fighting proxy war. He brought Yoruba Yahoo prophetess to talk to us on Radio Biafra. And everybody countered this woman and challenged her on the social media. The next morning, Nnamdi Kanu came out and stopped everybody not to challenge that Yoruba Yahoo prophetess. In fact, after my broadcast that morning, Nnamdi Kanu called me immediately and was challenging me. Why will I call the Yoruba woman after his instruction? Why did Nnamdi Kanu not tell them to stop insulting Obide? Why couldn't he give the instruction and say stop insulting Okado, stop insulting Uche Mefo? You people leave Judge Onyibe Amroba alone. You would have not known there is a problem. After all, he has lied to Biafra that he has assigned me to another position. My brother, I can't see Nnamdi Kanu fighting us with a proxy crazy techniques and I keep quiet, I will expose him, but I'm being kind. All his fake Facebook account, he talk to me anyhow. I can publish their name now. I can send his audio that will cause more confusion among us now. But I will not do that except he take the first step. That is why I tell them to come out and mention my name. I will send all of them 40 years back into their career. Wounded. If we continue saying this thing now,
thank you for giving me this.
you are a very reasonable person.
Please, before I leave now, I just want to say my final word. Please, I want you to understand something, my brother. That what you are fighting for is more spiritual than physical. I need you to understand that first and foremost. What you are fighting for is something that have to do with the blood of innocent millions of people that we lost. That's what you are fighting for. And you think your enemy gonna fold their hand and watch you to succeed?
Now you are
no way. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna fight spiritually too. Because of this mission.
I have been to prison. I have been to jail. I have been to police cell. I have been poisoned 5 times. They have put bomb in my house to kill me. Not Fulani herdsmen, not Meati Allah, my fellow Biafrans, and he keeps on going under the watch of Nnamdi Kanu, and not even anything is said about it, and he continued to promote this same evil under the guise of a holy man. My brother, that Biafra will get it in that mindset. There will be problem. And then I will want you, having said all, let me know your stand.
This weekend, I will call you. There's something I want us to discuss.
And that will be
not
very
on
fine.
Air,
that will be fine. You are a good man, I must assure you that. It's just that when we remember certain things, it's painful. But that having been said, it's not about us. Thank you very much, Mazi Kine. Looking forward to getting your call.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Please take it easy.
It is well. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yes, our people must understand this is not now. Let's look at how it works. Every of my brokers is being documented. Some of them I air, and I own up to it. I don't delete it. But having a genuine intention to do things doesn't make you right. And because you have power to beat up somebody does not give you the right to do that. And then the Bible actually takes accurate record of every event, some of which are unspeakable, but then they have to record it down. And then when people like us get angry, and in fact, as somebody who gets as a Christian, it bothers me. And then I fought very hard to see how I could control it. It's almost impossible. And then one day I ran across a book and said, if you somebody who has anger and very difficult to control yourself, don't kill yourself because it is part of the attribute of man. And he began to point out had God got angry, he destroyed the world. And then I could just say, if God can just get angry and destroy the world, and then all I need to do is learn how to control my anger. Then till we read at the other epistles of Paul where he said, be angry but do not sin. And so I am not a perfect man. In fact, let me not say things I shouldn't say about myself. This having been said, everybody must understand. If they go on Radio Biafra, I know not once, not 2 times, not 3 times, they have instructed me, don't do this, don't do that. Let them instruct those people. And my brothers on the studio there, please still pardon me. I think they leave my line today, or maybe you people brought good spirit that made them to leave my line. Let's hear from another brother on the line. Our brother on the line, are you there?
Yes. Hello. Good afternoon from here, from Sao Paulo.
Yes. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I have to apologize for calling you with a private number. The reason to that was because I'm calling with a calling card.
Okay. It's all right. I couldn't pick. Go ahead, please. You are welcome.
Okay. Okay. I will start by mentioning my name. My name is Chigozie Mado Arosina. Chigozie Mado Arosina from Oketiti. Anambra State, Idemili local government. Somebody gave birth to a son, precisely 2 sons. I will start with that phrase, and said, and gave one a name, Amute Madu, and the other one, Zeruwa. I will recall by saying, if you cast your mind to the Bible, I'm not a Christian. But let me use the Christian Bible for those who call in, especially the last caller who said his name is Ekene from Top. There comes a prophet who told a king, there is a man that took only one thing that belongs to this poor man, and the king said he must die. And they said, you are the person. God never sympathized with sinners. He forgave David, but he paid for the sin he committed. That brother called Ekene, you are a hypocrite by name. I family members, because of the wickedness of idiotic Nnamdi Kanu, and you came here to tell Onyibe to slow down, to paint black, white. You must be ashamed of yourself. First of all, you said you are fighting for freedom. From the onset, it is a lie. The registration was a lie. Signed, sealed, and delivered was a lie. People die every day. In Olupi, people are dying in the useless ESN. And you come here to tell Onyibe to slow down so that evil and atrocity will continue in the land. You are a devil. Let the innocent blood of those people visit you and your family. Anybody who comes here for this platform of righteousness and holiness,
I will calm you down, my
reconciliation.
I will say take it easy, because actually people judge based on
do you know
what
the
they know.
atrocity? Do you know the pain? Why? Sorry. In that Turkey where you are, can you commit a crime and go free? You destroyed human beings, human lives. You steal from your own, and you are still telling us to keep quiet. You're a Satan. Yeah, you didn't deserve. I wish those people that died is your own family member. Nnamdi Kanu should be hanged. Let's make a vote. He should be brought to the Biafran kingdom and let's judge him to death. Stop deceiving people. That is my name. And you come to tell Onyibe. What if Onyibe will have been dead when he was praying? He will be in that office to say, I love you. When you say you love him, you should be able to preach back that oath to Nnamdi Kanu. You can test what other people have been in short. He will die anyway. So whatever you sow, you shall reap. Stop coming and preach no forgiveness. I have no forgiveness for him. If we have to stand in the truth, we stand in the truth. If we are not ready to stand in the truth, let's pack all these things and get out of the space. You can't tell me somebody's stealing. Even to today, he caught the Igbos a cost, and you're here telling me you're calling from Turkey. You should be ashamed of yourself. Please, Mr. Onyibe, stop entertaining some fucking cause that has no meaning. Evil in the land, killing in the land, innocent blood dying every day. I wish Madam Social is your mother. I wish Waka Missing is your brother. And you come here to preach nonsense. My Onyibe should calm it down. Calm it down. To calm it down. Visit me, San Paulo, if you want to. Give me your number up there. I will call you direct to see ourselves. You are very stupid, I say. Turn it down. Come move person down. Why don't you call him Namdekanu? People speak everywhere. You're in Turkey enjoying. I'm in Brazil enjoying. For what somebody died for. And somebody says, getting you Biafra 2012, 13, 14, 15, 20, and 20. If he didn't send me Elohim, never sent him. You never send him to death. He said, come down and move on. There is no moving on until that bastard is destroyed. Let's call it a spade. You can't have Satan in the kingdom of God and allow the kingdom of God to proceed. It can never be done. For that idiot who called you to yesterday, by saying that by now to the end of the year they will rape his sister. You in London, the thunder fire you there. I repeat, she goes here, more than okay, Naba, Anambra State, it doesn't local government. Mercy, please maintain your righteousness. If they want what you give them hope. They want to lie, expose them.
Of course.
This is not a place of pity.
Thank you very
much. There's no pity here. There's no pity in the kingdom of God. He committed atrocity. God loved him, but he told him something. For this you have done, the sword of death will not depart from your home. If the David family is still existing till today, you see the whole eastern region in the name of Biafra. Signs, may God punish all the whole governors who are supporting Nnamdi Kanu. I rest my case. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And of course, we have mixed feelings at this moment, but the truth must prevail. There are things we cannot overlook. Our people say when an elder sees something bad and refuses to say, it will kill the elder. And when elder sees something bad and sees it, it kills the children, the youth, and the elder lives. This having been said, I am a meticulous man with a made-up mind. And of course, if you are a Christian, you will understand that anybody who has a made-up mind, even the Holy Spirit cannot penetrate it. Inasmuch as we are not fighting to win alone, nothing will be covered now. Now they cannot talk lie. I will expose him. Omiomio talk lie, I will expose him. Uchimefo talk lie, I will expose him. I talk lie, I will expose myself. We should understand the advanced nation. There is something about them. And that should be in the early or late 90s, of course, or early 2000. I went to synagogue church to observe their service. And they brought lines of people to make confession as their manner always is. And then I observed that when they say confess, the black people will come and say, I use shit cook for my husband. Hey, I kill my pekin. Hey, I do this one. Hey, I be armed robber. But when they line the Onyibe, unquote, to confess, they don't even know what to confess. I remember one of the women, they say, confess your sin. He said, I kill small dog. Maybe Joshua said, you say you do what? He said, I kill small dog. And so as a child, she don't like dog. And the parents like dog. And so each time they buy small dog, she will kill the dog. That is the only sin she can remember she has committed. But can man say they have not sinned? No. What we are trying to say in effect is that if we look at it, make it a part of our beating heart, then we are gone as a people. For ability to reason, comprehend what matter set before us has a lot to do. I do not think anybody in the history of the Biafrans has received the support Nnamdi Kanu received, not even Ojukwu. For the first time, from Idoma to Igala to Yola, everywhere we came out, risk everything, we dared life. Know nothing about. And then how many of us has to die? How many of us? There are things I can do now. There will be problem. Problem too big for everybody to handle. It will shock you. Yeah, nothing they happen, nothing mega. This life no balance, so something go mega. But we come in peace. My brothers on the studios, are you still there, please?
Yes, we are here.
I'm very sorry. I think let us do it that way. If they want to come in, because I know the time I'm taking from you. Please go ahead. The line is up to you.
I know their call is very important to us. Whatever we are doing, we are not doing it for us in the studio. We are doing it for all of us, all the whole indigenous people of Biafra, because we want a better place. We don't want to see ourselves in another mess like in Nigeria. That's why all of us come out to make sure that we restore our own land, and with the truth and honest. The way Nnamdi Kanu normally say that we are whiter than whiter, but now we are no longer whiter than whiter. We are white. We seeing whiter than black, even blacker than blacker. If there's something like darker than darker. That is what we are seeing in IPOB leadership, not in IPOB. And the color has grown another different, the way we normally say that Yoruba Gota media in our midst, Biafra Gota media in our midst. But before I can be able to stop, if you allow me to continue to talk, I will talk a lot, and I will, from the beginning to end. I want to throw one question to all indigenous people. Nnamdi Kanu came on air during the NSAS protester. He said that our radio has been hijacked, has been sold. Now, that radio Biafra, is it on till today or not? That's a question. They're supposed to go back to Nnamdi Kanu. You are lying to us. They let them go back to Nnamdi Kanu and throw that question to Nnamdi Kanu. If they can have a face to ask a question. Because that the same radio Biafra is still operating. If somebody hijacks something, if they took that radio from us, or if it's sold, the same way he said that somebody in our midst has sold it. Is it going to be on by now? No. Maybe when I begin to, even I conclude my own doubt with Nnamdi Kanu is when he mentioned that thing. They don't remember. Nnamdi Kanu, maybe he didn't remember there's a lot of us that still on that platform, on that software. When he said that, I go back to that radio. I log in. If something that is hijacked or hacked or sold, it's supposed to tell me access denied. I'm not supposed to log in. Since that day, I give up with so many lies I have heard. So many lies he have said. That is common sense. Nnamdi Kanu say you lead, you will do this, but you see the way things is going on. I wish our people will wake up. He have grown some rat around us that whenever the tissue in the toilet, whenever he wake them up, they always come on air. But no problem. Very soon we will see the end. We're going nowhere. We going nowhere. We're going nowhere. That's all I have to say. Let the student of Iberiberism of Nnamdi Kanu ask him that question. Why Radio Biafra still on up to date? Let him go and ask him. That's what I will leave for him for now. Because now you see when I'm listening, it makes me mad. It makes things, I don't know how to put it. Madam Seller, back to you. I think you can continue. I'm not happy.
All right. We understand the situation. Nobody is happy.
We are only managing our anger. That is the situation. We are only managing our anger. If we should act according to how our anger is, so a lot of things is going to get out of hand. But before I continue, Mom Meganika, are you with us?
Yeah.
Can you please introduce yourself and speak to Biafrans?
Good evening, Biafrans, lovers of freedom, the Biafran watchmen and women. I'm Ada Biafra, the original Ada Biafra. Now, I want to thank all of you for my data cut off. That's why I went off all the time that it started. But I followed from the beginning. The Biafrans that turned to as Nigeria. Thank you, Mazi George Onyibe, for the good work you are doing for Biafrans. You know, we told them we go nowhere, we die here. They thought we are joking. We go nowhere, oh. We are here. We are in Biafra land. I want to thank everyone. You know, somehow I will be using Igbo. I called my younger brother this morning. The one I set up, I told him, and he gathered people. He has a unit, he's a unit coordinator. And he told me that they have cancelled their blood oaths. They want to go and took. I asked him, what is the meaning of that? They told him that they are going to take blood oaths. That Ogboni Igwe, our oath. I told him, what? I told him, I know Ebonyi people. I had AJ school. I had educated. But at least common sense, one Ijo ajuju onwe gi si, what is blood oath? I asked him, is the name of Ogbona Igwe, of the one that chased out of IPOB in Ebonyi? They killed his wife and chased him out of IPOB to cover up. You know, they use people to cover up. They use lies to cover up lies that they are telling. No, I asked him, is Ogbona Igwe name mentioned in that oath? Is Ogbona Igwe the one that went out and obtained that oath and gave to us to took? He said no. And said, why are you people not asking questions? Common sense make nunu ga ajuju is not that you went to school or not. We know that we did not go to school, but common sense, just tell us whose name is in that oath. How can you say that Ogboni Igwe, because he collected money from, as they said, though, it's not that the guy collected any money. If he collected money from he let the oath that he took kill him now. Go to Boni Anunu. Una si nunu na this nunu ga happen the oath I need take. Je take also because no Ogboni Igwe collected money from Dave. The kind that is in that oath. Is it the Ogboni Igwe is in that oath that we are taking? That you want to go and share your blood to someone? Is it to drink it or to do what? He said they have cancelled it. I said you better not go there because they will kill you. They will kill all of you. If you go to take any blood oath, they will kill all of you there. They will not allow you to come back. Because That is how they use people and dump. They will use a person now and do their evil job. After doing it, the person, they will set that same person up and kill that person. I cannot finish what I want to say today. Next time, I ga-ekwutọpịa, anyị eji nwayọ debi ya n'ọkwa kwuo ya ọfụma because agwa m si akwefuru this akpata eke one of Biafra land oke foreign. Ọ na ebe ahụ na-egbusisi ndị IPOB. He sets up IPOB and tell them to go and kill IPOB. The one o siri na oje gboria of a recent, the guy set the guy up, both the guy. Ihe ọdịmma na Biafra land aya nọrọ ụtọ akpuchicha anya ya akpuchi isi anya mara ozimebe anyị na-eje ọ na-afụ ozi na onye elega anyị lee anyị nala ego tii na akpa na-achọ ndị ọ ga-egbu. Agwa m ha unu na-ama egbu nkwemo ka protest niile njecha na agbata nwụhọm egbe egbu nwụhọm. Unu ama egbu nkwem, unu ama egbukwem. Onye chọkwa ịnụ eziokwu nya bịa ebe a bịa nụrụ eziokwu. Onye na-achọkwa ịnụ eziokwu nya fegheliba. Mgbe o feghelikete ha yuzucha ya ha egbukwa eni ya at the same time. Ndụ onye anwa bụrụ ihe na n'iyi. Ọjụọ mụ, that my cousin asked me if ESN is in Ebonyi. I told him I never see ESN in Ebonyi. That he should go and inquire. If they want to go to any village, I'm shouting it now. But people will know. Anya je school, anya educated. And who know talk with the village people. Who neje any people na their village without allying with the people, the head of the village, the people who were the village. They join hand together with you people. Okay, say enemy out. And do every day on a debe post na shout na apụ. Ọ bụ unu na-amara na-elego unu mata na-elego unu. Ebonyi ebe ojeje gbada aka chilakara na Ebonyi. Chilakara na Ebonyi bem ka ọ destroy ya. Ka ọ destroy ya. Ụmụ okorobịa egbu from December till today. Orugo 50. Otu aka ụmụ okorobịa na-efusisi ebe ahụ. Ofu. Ijego odo Ebonyi. Odo Abia. Odo ebe ọzọ. Ebonyi ebe ma na anyị ejeghị akwụkwọ. Anyị enweghị nke anyị ma. Ị na-eme nkọzi ị na-azọ Nigeria n'ime Biafra. Ma Biafra n'ime Nigeria maazị m ihe ha na-ayịtọkọ. Chukwuka abịa ma gọziere m unu. Chukwuka abịa ma gọziere m Dọkwa George Onyibe. Ọ ga-adịrị unu ncha na mma. Ka unu ha wee mee ka nkwufute okwu a taa. Mbọchị ọzọ nka ga-ekwukwa ọzọ. Ka Chukwu gọzie unu. Unu ekwekwe na unu anakwa n'azụ. Ka anyị na-aga n'iru. Onye ọbụla kwụrụ ọtọ n'ala ego chela aka n'alụkwa ndị ahụ ị na-akọ ọnụ na-akpa iyi kwa mbọchị niile. Ichela aka n'alụfe ego. Shine na assign na esi na edeliver gịnị bụ ihe ọ wee deliver. A nara afịa anya. A nation na-azọtebere azọta achọwago onye ga-abụ chi ga na-ehovo na the nation. Anyị ataka azọtarakwana igbu egoro ụmụ nwanne gị. Jụzie m mgbe azọtaziri ya ka ezi ihe ga-emezi. Biko Chukwu okike gọzielu m unu. Chukwu okike hịa unu mmanụ. Mee unu mma. Gọzie everybody. Na-azọ Biafra in truth and in honest. God bless you all.
You say, thank you very much, Mama Genika. Appreciate your courage, and you're a strong woman, I must tell you. Each time I hear your voice, it gives me a strong heart And I want our mothers, ndị nne biko n'ghọta na ụmụ n'aka. If you know how you suffer to give for 9 months to deliver a child, it's led by someone. Ndị nne, our mothers, please advise your children. They can't do become. Let us save the life of our future generation. We have not started the war yet, but our people are perishing. The last meeting I called my unit members, I told them, listen, you must thank God for what happened in Obibo. For a reason, it's not. They know that we are not prepared for anything. We are prepared to kill ourselves. We are not prepared to defend ourselves. And that is the true story about it. I asked somebody who was arguing with me, I asked him, if you are a sitting governor and a civilian, a bloody civilian asks for your head, place a ransom on your head, what are you going to do to that person? And anybody that is sending after you, he start laughing and he walk away. I say, okay, now you know. You cannot come out and threaten somebody who you know that is stronger than you. He has the power to defend himself and expect him to keep quiet. I said Obibo is a case study that IPOB is not prepared to defend our land. When we said IPOB is not prepared to defend our land, the men on ground are there to do the job, but because of how IPOB was structured, that nobody will survive it. It happens that at the time where people should come together and do things as with one mind, greater confusion poured in. Imagine when you start dismissing those who has worked so hard, so much, who has contributed so much to make sure that Biafra is restored. Those who has been truthful and honest, all of them has been dismissed in IPOB. And it's not today that people are being dismissed in IPOB and dehumanized, demonized, and blackmailed, calumniated against. It's not today. I ask people who ask me to keep quiet. Those that kept quiet and walk away, does that solve our problem? The answer is no. We cannot keep quiet. And that is why we are speaking up today. Whatever they said we did it. And we are apologizing for deceiving our people, for helping this man to lead our people astray, praising him, thinking that where we are going, there is a road there. When they say, don't worry, everything is fine, we'll relax, thinking that everything is fine, whereas nothing is fine. I asked someone, you said Uchemefo know all those things, he keep quiet. He said, Judge Onyibe know all these things and they keep quiet. Then I asked him, do you ever hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra say that he knows 3? Uchemefo knows 2. And IPOB, members of IPOB knows 1. Now I'm asking, those 3, that he knows all the 3. Uchemefo knows 2, and we know 1. What and what do you think that Uchemefo knows about? And the person was like, you have been there for years. I said, no. The case is that these men come to us the way the missionaries came to us with
Mazi, sorry about interrupting you. That's another lies. That's another big fallacy Nnamdi Kanu using to hold our people. You understand what I mean? HMF knows one. This one knows. We know. Do you know anything?
I don't know anything. When they ask me questions in our meeting, I have nothing to tell them. I'll keep on telling them, don't worry. I believe he knows.
I was once a national coordinator. A national coordinator that cannot be able to speak to the leader. A leader How can you know anything? He just grouping us to make sure that we gather people to contribute money. That's what he was doing. I know that a lot of national coordinator can testify if they have a truth, an atom of a truth on them. You can go ahead.
This style he used worked perfectly. It worked perfectly because he came with a holy book of Judaism. That is the book he came to us with. The same way they came with us with the Bible, he came with the holy book of Judaism and tell us that he's serving Elohim, and Elohim sent him. And the moment you call Elohim, everybody love Elohim. Everybody wants to do what Elohim wants. Everybody sheepishly, all of us will follow him blindly. Elohim said this, Elohim said that, Elohim said the other one. That is how we got where we are today. And we have to start to undo those Elohim say this and Elohim say that. First and foremost, why are they planning to introduce after the oath that they have used? You know, when they say this one go to Arochukwu, the other one go to Igwekare, this is how it was divided, partition by partition. The type of oath you take determines your position in IPOB. They will tell you this one's are hard cores and this one are not non-hard cores. You see how they divide us? This is called strategic divide and rule. This is modern techniques, divide and rule. It worked perfectly. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has succeeded creating more saboteurs than ever. He break record and set record. He has created more saboteurs ever in the history of Biafran race. And we will give him that credit. We can't take it from him. It is his credit. He has it. It's his honor for creating saboteurs. Because everybody that has walked close to him are saboteurs. All of them are saboteurs. And now I'm asking, as Igbo man when I be, they said, Agwo fuonyefo na agweke. Agwo ofuonyefo na agweke. He said he's always right. Everything he says is right. All other people are wrong. Only him has a permanent position to decide who will be sacked and who will not be sacked. And then I'm asking, somebody who do not trust you, were you supposed to trust that person? I think the answer is no. Because if you don't trust me, I can't trust you. The problem we have today in IPOB is so numerous. We cannot mention all of them. We can't start mentioning all of them. But the basic of this problem is that the name of God was used to manipulate every one of us. And we are asking God in heaven to please enlighten his people and open their eyes. Those that have not taken oath, please, let them stop taking those rubbish oaths that they are using to cage them. So that when you want to speak, they will tell you the oath will kill you. Please, our people should stop taking that oath. And I will tell you, truly speaking, if you are one of those who are being sent to molest innocent people and lay all sorts of allegation, unfounded allegation upon them, molesting and killing our people, instead of fighting our common enemies, which we know, I will play your indulgence to desist from such type of calamitous act because the consequences is dire. In our place, if you kill your own blood, you know the consequences of it. It is better we save this energy that we are using to fight ourselves, to fight our enemy. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should tell our people the truth and stop this thing. But I know he's not going to do it because he has crossed the Rubicon, which is point of no return. I don't see him acknowledging his mistake. Instead, he will do everything possible to cause
chaos and havoc in order to have his way. But truly, I tell him that is causing that problem that never has devil succeeded in winning over God. He will try. He will make problem. He will cause problems.
People may die in the course of it, but at the end of the day, those who are truly called by his name and those who live according to the faith and the belief in God, who is in heaven, will always triumph. It doesn't matter how many people he is prepared to drink their blood. But at the end, what you sow is what you are going to reap. Nigeria as it stands today is not stable. There are new policies which they are trying to implement to limit the remittance, the way people are remitting money from abroad to Nigeria. I know that thing is strategically planned to target the Biafrans and the southern people living in the southern part of the country, because we are the ones sending money home. They want to limit the way and manner way people send money to their loved ones and their family members at home. And that type of policy is going to create more hardship in the country. And you know, the more there is hardship in the country, the more crime and other types of evil is multiplying. So I don't see things getting better in that country. There may be uprising, but our people must know, don't allow yourself to be vulnerable to this plan of evil, because it's actually coming to be done on us. I don't know if there is any person who still want to talk, because I think we have taken so much in the program already.
We'll have somebody on the line. My brother on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Yes, go ahead, please. Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? You are on. Go ahead, please, your name and where you calling from. And I don't know what is wrong there, but let us continue. My brother, you can go ahead and make your closing remark if you are true. Audio Guinea and Co.
All right. Eric.
Director, thank you very much, sir. Before we close, let me just drop this word, because one of my closest person called me. We are discussing. He was asking me. He said, Eric, I said, he said, are you sure that this thing we are doing and this Biafra watchmen will not affect us? It will not cause problem for our family. I bust it so loud. I told him, I said, come. If you are scared of this oath is going to kill him and the Kano. Because what we are doing here, we stand for justice, trying to speak, trying to give the people, the voiceless people, voice, trying to help our people, because the oppression and intimidation of our people is too much. We are fighting for justice. Any man that stands for justice, oath no getting fed for that man. But the person who is against the injustice, that person will face the wrath of the oath. I told you, my brother, don't be afraid. The oath, every oath, all IPOP member took, nothing they can see oppressing our people. That oath will kill them and they can.
When the leaders are dishonorable, the people are removed from under oath. These are divine laws. when the leaders who made the oath become dishonorable, the people are divinely removed from every oath. Neither shall we pledge we will not insubordinate Nnamdi Kanu. The same oath said, neither should Nnamdi Kanu subordinate the people of Biafra. If he were to be God, we will put his righteousness to the test. And the Almighty know that we're doing the right thing, which is not to be questioned. I need your phone aga, or phone ugu kanji aga. I can hear your cha. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much, sir. And our people are scared concerning this oath issue. And now, you know that our people, we believe on those traditions. Now we're talking about Christianity, religion, oath. We believe on those things so much. Now you want to create another oath again. It is the right time for our people to wake up. Even the paper oath, our people should stop taking the paper oath, talk less of the blood oath. They should stop using oath to deceive our people. They should stop using oath to shut up our people's mouth. Our people need to stand up and speak and fight for the right people, fight for the right cause, fight for justice. Thank you very much, my people. God bless you. God bless you all. I appreciate. One love.
Thank you very much. And
One love.
let's see if the caller on WhatsApp is still there. My brother on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm here. I'm still listening. I'm listening. I should go on.
Go ahead, please.
So, what I want to say is about our sister. What he talked. He touched me, but I don't know when somebody is crying too much for him girlfriend, the way that he go dey like say na him kill the girlfriend. That cry where Mama Shika Abishinasa cry. It's very, very painful cry. Look at what is going on. Nnamdi Kanu plan kill this one. If they with Ichina Saworu, if that one no gree go kill who they send them, then they will go and kill. Just like a Curtis, Rose Biafra. Biafra say Curtis Aye go kill Arobaga go kill Aye. Very nonsense is something. If you are country or is it country we are fighting for, or we are fighting for anybody we talk against Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu must be a god. Whoever he like, he take the life. Then some people are following him for him to be their god. A God that cannot bless you, a God that cannot, just like somebody go and belong to Arobaga or Ayes, you will be every day fighting for D, fighting for Akapon. Maybe you never see Akapon or D for your life before, but you will carry knife. Hey, we dey go defend the D. Somebody sought to D, we go kill am this night. Some people went there, they catch them. Begin they kill them, they come they ask them, say who be D? They say they don't know D. But why are you fighting for D? So this is what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. You are fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for you. And the way you are fighting for Nnamdi Kanu and be deprehended, Nnamdi Kanu will never come for you. Evidence is there. Akowara today, Nnamdi Kanu come on air. Bring her to his picture and his address, everything. Even you, Joba, Nnamdi Kanu publish your picture, whereby na 1,800 where you chop pepper, blow your brother for chest. He will chop pepper and they blow your face. Your brother where you with and where they pursue animal, turn back, say your leg look like an animal. What is he planning for? When Nnamdi Kanu we dey say we are fighting for Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu went on air. tell Nigerian government, we are going to buy arms. We will kill you. We will hold that arms now. Na Akpawara see him picture. Anywhere we go, we hold am. Don't turn to thief. The gun we give am. He don use am go dey rob. Go dey thief. Catch Akpawara is a criminal. While na you give am gun o. And the people no dey ask question. This Nnamdi Kanu wey come on air say he give Akpawara gun. Akpawara go dey thief. Why federal government no dey look for am? Why federal government are not looking for him? How can somebody come on air declare himself as a person wey dey give people gun, and the federal government leave am, and he say Nnamdi Kanu he know what he's doing, that is why he was hiding. Hiding doing what? If they carry Biafra, they go find am for hole. In the Saddam Hussein, Nnamdi Kanu na Saddam Hussein wey get a hole where they go hide. If they bring Biafra, they go look am for the hole when he dey, come give am Biafra. Then he go come dey there, carry am for head. They come carry am for back as they carry am like a pikin comot. They go come carry am like that. No be Nnamdi Kanu wey talk say he must come in father burial. If he no come, make a Chukwu Okuka Diama kill him, do him that. Why he did not come in father burial? Even after his father burial, Nnamdi Kanu went. I don't know whether those people are following Nnamdi Kanu are fool. After burial, Nnamdi Kanu go and make a photo chop. See me, I was there, but the zoo are blind. Zoo are blind, but they see your members and arrest them. Those your members where they arrest, why didn't see them? If I call Elohim, make your members dey there so that they will not see them. You go, zoo no see you, you beat, zoo no get security. Brother, abeg, this work must continue. This work will not go back. Anybody wey come here, just like Ekene, wey come here, try to let you know that you should stop talking against Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is the head to talk against. Nnamdi Kanu is the person everybody will be talking against before know where to forward. Because if you cannot stop Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will not go forward. Because Nnamdi Kanu is there. Nigerian government install Nnamdi Kanu into Biafran struggle to be spoiling everything we are doing in the struggle. And he is perfecting work is too perfect for them. Brother, use good heart. Educate our people. As you said that you are not afraid of anything, God will strengthen you. There is nothing to fear about than to tell people about the evil of Nnamdi Kanu. Let people educate themselves. Let people get wise. He cannot call me for brother, let me tell you people this thing. I joined Masob 2001 when I joined Masob. The day when Wazirike talk say he will go to Kano to tell Igbo people in Kano that there will be a Biafra. Wazirike was there live in Kano. Ask people 2002, 2001 if Wazirike did not come Kano. Wazirike go all the 36 states. Risk he took. This Nnamdi Kanu, he wear cloth, he put a Biafran flag. Was it not Wazirike sufferness? If Wazirike did not suffer and they rehosted Biafran flag, which flag Nnamdi Kanu go they put for cloth? Nigerian government no go shoot am. Somebody pay sacrifice for something, Nnamdi Kanu is insulting that person. The Biafra that Ojukwu fought, brother, let make this word clear to the world. The Biafra that Ojukwu fought to die, Ojukwu surrendered. Ojukwu surrendered to Nigerian government. So the Biafra we are talking about now that is not dead, that is planning to resurrect, is the one who was Wazirike started. There is nowhere anybody will get Biafra without Owazirike. But Owazirike can achieve Biafra without anybody because he started it and he know reason he started it and he know everything. Owazirike is the person who bring the perfect of Biafra for redrawing the map of Biafra and they create what they call 25 provinces. The calendar that Nnamdi Kanu is showing you, who created it? Who make everything possible that Biafra will be a United States, not like the one Ojukwu fight for. Owazirike is the person who created Biafra that Urobos will dey on their own. Isioma will dey and they become United States and everybody will work according to their resources. That is what they call a perfect master. Then Nnamdi Kanu come and the rubbish somebody that is educated and be learned more than his father. Nnamdi Kanu no go school. International community can never invite Nnamdi Kanu in anything because Nnamdi Kanu did not go to school. Nnamdi Kanu no go school. So how can people call him? Nnamdi Kanu no go school. He didn't finish university. He don't have certificate of anything. So the world can never sit with him to talk with him. Then anybody that will move forward for Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu will blackmail the person and they talk rubbish and they think that he will do it till the kingdom come and they continue doing it. And somebody will come on air to why are you talking to Nnamdi Kanu? Where is your plan? Biafran Human Rights Radio has a plan. The plan they have is for we to come together and they know way forward. Chief Owazirike come, Asari Dokubo come, Bile group come. Bile group say, we have agenda. This is our agenda. Everybody is here. Okay, go to your group. Tell your group to support Bile for what they want to do today. Bile, this thing we want to do is not good. If you do it, it will left for only you and your group. We will not support you for this one. Owazirike, this thing he say you want to do, no, it's not good. We will not support you. It will be you and your own group will do that. Then if you bring a perfect this thing, every group will support that thing. Is it not the reason they were calling for everybody to be united? Nnamdi Kanu said no, that the plan is not good. The plan that is good is anybody who talk against Nnamdi Kanu, you kill him. Anybody who talk against Nnamdi Kanu, you kill him. That is the only plan he have for Biafra.
Thank you very much.
He is a God.
You have to summarize.
He is a God. Why can't we come together? Bring Onyibe. Bring your plan. Okay, on Saturday, on 13th, I hope my brother Clifford, Chief Clifford Chukwemeka Iranya, will be on radio human rights. Will be in human rights radio to educate our people about his program of ending of Nigerian constitution. If he is good, then every pro Biafra will support him. Anything he tell us to do to bring down Nigerian constitution, Nnamdi Kanu said no, is not good. Okay, what is in Nnamdi Kanu plan? He will bring a ruler or one long stick, go to computer, see Jubril, he be Jubril, see Aisha, he be him boyfriend, see Buhari here. Okay, next tomorrow we will talk about the leg. We will talk about Buhari leg. What is in Nnamdi Kanu agenda? He don't have agenda. Those who are coming with agenda, Nnamdi Kanu said that he should kill them. Why? Who is talking that rubbish? And somebody will call this radio, and the person that they call never go to Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu fraudster. He never go there to tell Nnamdi Kanu, why are you insulting Owazirike? Why are you insulting George Onyibe? Why do you publish George Onyibe picture, which you know that is against IPOB rules, and he went and published his picture for people to see him, for him to for him to be in death trap? Why? Nnamdi Kanu is putting our people in danger. Akwara is missed today. Nobody. But if you want from Nnamdi Kanu, he will not hear. He thought Nnamdi Kanu is a god. Although he said that he's a IPOB god, he can take their life anytime he likes. Because anybody that is in IPOB have dedicated life to Nnamdi Kanu. So anytime when Nnamdi Kanu like, he will take their life. Look at how many people the sister is talking in Ebonyi State now, that from December till now, more than, let's say, 10 people. And also the woman talk more than 10 people. Don't die. All of them are IPOB. And who killed them is IPOB. Who killed them is IPOB.
That is the work of China Samuru.
Anybody that
the original Mustafa in Biafra land. And they are hiding. You'll be going to people's symbols. Bro, how you dey? Bro. People who don't know anything are getting involved in matter bigger than them. But it's okay. It's okay. We will see how it's going to be. Thank you very much, my brother. It is time I have to wind up on this program, and honestly, I appreciate your contribution.
I want to go out for the program now, sir. Thank you.
Okay, be good. Yes, sir. All right. People, my brothers on the conference call there, are you still there? Can you still hear me?
Yes,
yeah.
We are still here.
Go ahead with your closing remark.
Yeah, we are here.
Okay, just hold on. Let me take this call again. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Anthony. I am calling from Germany.
It's all right. Go ahead. The world is listening.
Okay, my brother Onyibe, my God will bless you for standing on the truth, and nothing will happen to you and your family. Chukwu Okike Abiama, who sees in the spirit and in the physical, will protect you, and he knows that you are saying the truth. My brother, we are here in Germany. The whole problem, Nnamdi Kanu was causing problem everywhere, here and there. The same problem your people are facing, the same problem Ebonyi State, Ebonyi people are facing is the same problem we are facing in Germany here. I don't understand what is happening. It's like Nnamdi Kanu want to cause chaos in IPOB, want to collapse IPOB. He want to collapse this struggle so that, because he knows that he has failed already.
He want to turn his building a media platform. He's building a media platform and a political platform. All this thing is doing is to get rid of all the people who can question his activities and challenge his authority. And then he's bringing in people who don't even know anything. And he's not taking that could challenge his authority. Anybody that can question his activity is a saboteur. And now he's recruiting new people to play the game for him. And then when you talk, of course, they are doing like mad people already, but he knows what he's doing. He want to build a media platform like Showore. And then he follow them and run around APC, PDP, QQQ. We know all their plan. They will change narrative. When they finish changing narrative, you will begin to hear the grammar referendum. From referendum, they will tell you to gather momentum. I speak in parable. At the right time, I will point this out to the people. We are watching because we are Biafran watchmen. Go ahead, please.
So, my brother, Nnamdi Kanu was telling our brothers and sisters that are in Nigerian security system that they should resign. And the Nnamdi Kanu sisters was in Nigerian police. She was a Nigerian police officer. And Nnamdi Kanu has not his sister to resign. And a fine boy was using her sister to give information to sabotage this, because if you don't believe, if you don't abide, or when you oppose them, or you don't believe what they are doing, they will use their sister, and their sister we maybe we call DSS, we contact DSS, we take that the IPOB payment. I know all what they are doing. And the Nnamdi Kanu told us that there was what said and signed. Nobody asked question. Nnamdi Kanu told us that Biafra is coming in 2020. Nobody asked question. If you see all these our brothers that are following him, when he was still doing this question and answers Friday and the Wednesday, you will not see any IPOB member that will ask Nnamdi Kanu a very good question or a strong question. All you will be hearing from these guys, my leader, what we 20 people will ask him the same question. What are we going to do to a saboteur when Biafra? I don't understand what Nnamdi Kanu has done to our brothers. That they don't have their brain is like their brain have damaged. Sorry to use this word. I don't understand it. Nnamdi Kanu was causing problem. There is a very big problem in IPOB Munich now, as I'm talking to you now. Cannot come in this Munich again and tell us what will happen in this Munich. I am telling you the.
He wouldn't be able to use us. So one of his strategies of war is to create confusion between members, and then he comes in our midst and play God, just like Nigeria. And so if anybody think IPOB will be one day without problem, you are joking. He's going to hit your head together. Plain angel. He clothes himself with the clothes of garment of righteousness. He's the holy. I will play, when I'm closing this video, I will play holy, holy for him. He's a God. Go ahead, please.
My brother, Mazi Jojo Onyibe. Okay, now, do you know that here in Germany, where Madam Neneanya was residing, is and then Nnamdi Kanu controls the money that we IPOB are contributing the whole world. Nobody knows, and they say they are paying Mazucheme for 4,000 pounds. How much Nnamdi Kanu was collecting? How much Neneanya was collecting? Nnamdi Kanu has destroyed IPOB Munich, and he keep silent. We have written a letter to him to come and clear, to come and settle this problem. And the worst part, any unit in Nnamdi, he's not care to rebuild that unit again. He don't want to care what you people are passing through. If you like, complain from now till tomorrow. My brother, I want to say that we have to prepare ourselves, and God will bless you for standing like a man. And we in diaspora, we are watching what you're doing, and I know that at the end of the day, everybody will come together. We will come together, and the shame will be upon him and his family, because he has betrayed the struggle. He has showed the struggle, and we are coming out stronger. We are in Germany. We are waiting. Nnamdi Kanu cannot do anything to anybody. You people should not be afraid. He is an ordinary person. We know his family in Afaruku Ibeku. I am from Anambra State. We know his family in Afaruku Ibeku. So nothing will happen. If anything happen, we know we will hold Nnamdi Kanu and his family accountable. Okay, Kalon Takalo was here. He was using Kalon Takalo by proxy to cause him problem in here. And the Kalon Takalo, his brother, is not a member of IPOB. Anything he want to position all his brothers into the whole of every strong position. I will be a family business, a private business. Yeah? What type of nonsense is this? We here in Germany. we will he know that he cannot come and talk and do any shit or talk nonsense in this Munich again. He cannot do it because IPOB does not belong to him. So, my brother, thank you very much. And may Chukwu Okike Ama continue to bless you and guide you. Don't be afraid. We are here. We are not afraid. That at the end of the day, everybody will come together and stronger, and we will achieve Biafra. Thank you, my brother, Master George Onyibe. May God bless you and your family.
And bless you too. Thank you very much. Yes, my brothers on the line, you have to round up now so that we can shut down this program for now. Mazia Slem, are you still there?
Yes, we are still here. We have gone extensively deep into the program.
And honestly, you people have made my day.
By closing remarks, let me give the platform to Ndogele. Can you come in and make your closing remark?
I don't know if I'm coming out clear.
You are.
Okay, thank you very much. Fellow Biafrans, I say once again, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending your time zone. Sincerely happy for those that have keyed in to listen to the truth, because what we are here to do is to make sure that the truth always prevail. Because, you know, as in anaghị eli eziokwu n'ala, mana a na-eli asị, ili asị n'ala ọtọ nga ahụ, ili eziokwu imekwa elu ma, if you do whatever you do, eziokwu apụta ihe, ọchake ka ọnwa, ka anyanwụ ụtụtụ. We are here to make all of you to understand the predicament we are into. All of us come out to get freedom, but now you have turned to caricature thing. Whenever you talk, you become a saboteur. Whenever you say your own opinion, you become a saboteur. But all these things are what we are running away from. We say that we don't want to be in a zoo. In as you normally call it, you say Nigeria is a zoo. We don't want to be in Nigeria. All of us standing out to go out from Nigeria, where we can be able to have a freedom of expression, a freedom where we can be able to say whatever is in our mind. If you are doing something wrong, we come against it. But now it's no longer going like that. I say, may Chukwu Kabiyama bless everyone that's standing on the truth, that's standing on the truth, that's standing on the innocent blood that have sacrificed so that we may live, because we cannot let it go. We are not here for money. We are not here to use our people to make business, but it have been like that. As many people are coming out, they think it's something that is gonna start and end up just like that. No, the more they yap, the more we become stronger, the more people understand the predicament they are into. The only thing that can save all of us is to continue with truth and honesty. That's all I have to left. Dear Onyibe, I say, Chukwu Kabiyama bless you. Dear Eric, may Elohim bless you. Our own mother of Biafra, Mama Biafra, original, I salute you for standing on the truth. Back to you, Anselm Udowere. Wokike. Ndewo.
Ndewo Ndogele. Ịkụgharị aka akụ Igbo nsogbu. Diokpa Eric, the platform is yours. You are closing the back.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you all. My able leader, Dr. George Onyibe, may God continue to strengthen you. May God continue to protect you. Our sister, may God strengthen you. May God give you more strength. I want to encourage all Biafrans, my fellow Biafrans, those who are standing for justice, those who are true Biafrans. Yes, I'm very happy to stand along the line with saboteurs because the saboteurs are the real freedom fighters now. People who have turned Biafran business to the family business. A time will come when the whole world will know this. I encourage Biafrans to come out and stand for justice. Come out and let the whole world know what you are facing. If IPOB have oppressed you, intimidate you, slap you, put shame in your face, don't keep quiet. Come out and speak. Don't be afraid of anything. God will protect you and people are behind you. We must stand head to head to fight this injustice. Those who think that they can kill, they can destroy. But they should remember, because you who plan to kill, there are other people who are still planning to protect themselves. Self-defense is allowed. When you are coming to kill anybody and the person is there to protect himself, along the line they kill you. Now you know your own luck. But we should not plan to kill our brothers. We should not have our brothers to kill our sister. But we should stand up to defend our life and ourselves and defend Biafra. Thank you all. God bless all Biafrans over the world. Thank you all. And God bless my people. One love.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. More beginning. We are closing the mark. Make it snap. Ada Biafra, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think he's not listening. All right. Before we go away, on behalf of our crew here and the conference, I want to use this opportunity to encourage our people. Thank God for the kind of circumstance who made it possible for our voice to be heard. I remember the last time the anchor there, known as Ike Peters, told me that I should not advise our leader on air. But as a matter of fact, the child of circumstance has made it possible for us to call him out and tell him that he's not getting it right and he should retrace his step.
If you don't know today, go and find out the meaning of dragon flag. Go to your Google. He used to say, come with your pen and paper. Go to Google and find out the meaning of dragon flag. When you find the full meaning of it, you know. And today, from me, from here, I sign off. Our leader, Onyibe. God be your strength. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I should say it's been honor having you people with me in the studio this evening. Of course, those are members of Biafra Watchmen. We are watching all we look in and who can badaka not to shilu no wajuko. But this having been said, I want to appreciate Mazu Chuka from F4, Mazu BD, Dr. Okado, Ezekwesele, wonderful men and women in IPOB across the globe. Don't let the fear of the unknown to stop you from saying the truth, because what we are doing is all about us. We must fight with the mind for all of us to win, not one man. There is nothing that could be greater and better than a nation where people are judged by their actions, where there are laid down principles to govern and uphold the integrity of the people and everything they get involved in. When we had the concept of Biafra restoration, it's just a replica of heaven on earth. But the more we go closer, we see evil men has gang up and hijack, or rather in the process of hijacking the future of the next generation. We will keep fighting. We will keep doing what we have to do. But if you think we are in a hurry, you are joking. We are not in a hurry. Even though we understand that time is of the essence, but we are not in a hurry. We will respond to every matter. we are complicated because there is Biafran blood in us. And I sign off from here. I say, remain blessed, remain focused, remain Biafra. Of course, that is if you are one. For in the end, all must hail Biafra. We are the Biafran blood. Good night, and God be with you.
I think it's time to lay it all out. Can I hear my snare drum?
Yeah, keep it rolling, sis. I'm on it.
That's okay, thank you. Check your man. Mess on my own this. Walking down the miles in the long journey. Yeah, people said we are nobody, but we know certainly we are somebody. Yeah, time is so hard. These days are like nights, yet we struggle hard to see we get to the light. Like brothers and sisters, we join our hands to work hard. Yeah, and we are making sure that we get to the promised land, a land of milk and honey that is costlier and worth more than gold and money. We are making sure that we get out of this jungle and the little quirky. We will swim through and tell you words. Cannot explain all we have gone through in the hands of the enemies, zoo and the government. Biafran blood passed through with love, but we have Chukwuki Kabiyama, nothing goes wrong. Blacks rules everything around me, and it's pounding my DNA. Cash rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Yeah, freedom is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. Biafra is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. We bear from blood, we never give up in this struggle. We are aiming high up. We are smart and fast, and the miss can't catch up. Yes, we know what we want, so we keep our pace up. Listen, we can't demand for what is not ours. Biafra is a land, and for sure is ours. That's why I'm proud to say. Nigeria glooms, while Biafra blooms. Biafra is an ideology, and there is no way that you can kill an ideology. We set up Biafrans and Biafra flowing in the blood through our veins, and all the efforts of our enemies to stop us has all been in vain, cause we are the chosen ones. Yeah, blacks rules everything around me, and it's pound in my DNA. Cash rules everything around me, and it's found in my DNA. Okay, freedom is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. Biafra is everything about me, and it's found in my DNA. DNA. I apologize if it hurts you, but that's the truth. A Sunday, a Wendy.